Pee pee poo poo check. Is that loud enough? Ah, okay, yeah, we're good. What's up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Let me just let people know that I'm live. Oh, that is not the right invite link. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is... Why is Twitch so much harder? Can I not? That's crazy. Oh my god, Twitch makes me want to kill myself sometimes. In Fortnite. Whatever. Dude. Wow, I'm irritable today. I just made myself fucking mad, chat. Okay, there we go. Whoa. I figured it out. I figured it out. Oh my god, that pissed me off. Why did that make me so mad? I don't know why. Like, it was literally me. Oh, hi, Beans. Oh, he's going in for some food. He's going in for some food. Oh, you guys can't even hear the music. Oh, god, dude, I just suck at streaming today. I mean, I suck at streaming every day, but just today specifically. All right, now Discord knows we did it. All right, let me say hi to some people, huh? Moon Valley, welcome to the stream. Ara, welcome to the stream. Lee, welcome. LMNOP, welcome. Mime, welcome. Kira, welcome. The Ma, welcome, welcome, welcome. Chip. I'm just gonna call you Chip. Chip, hello, welcome to the stream. Sneebo, welcome to the stream. Squidlot, welcome. Or Squidiot. Ooh, that's a great name. Squidiot, welcome to the stream. Rebecca, welcome to the stream. Harper, welcome to the stream. Iva, welcome to the stream. Cherry Bomb, welcome to the stream. Sarah K, welcome. Gracie, welcome. I love emos, welcome. Bucket the Cow is in here. What's up, Bucket? What up, Bucket? Saffron Toast, welcome to the stream. Chris, welcome to the stream. Goose, welcome to the stream. Oh shit, I skipped some. I'm sorry. Sync, welcome to the stream. Dahlia, welcome to the stream. Drake and Ice, welcome to the stream. Judas Love, welcome, welcome, welcome. Jonah, welcome. Wilbur, welcome to the stream. Madeline, welcome to the stream. Cooking with the hair and genuinely curious what products you use. Honestly, right now, I just have water in there. I've been not putting product in my hair lately. I've just been not shampooing and conditioning it. Yeah, honestly, like not shampooing. I used to shampoo and condition my hair every day. Now I do it like once every 3 days. And that just helps with the texture. I mean, what do you want to know? Like, I think I just have like shampoo and conditioner from Costco. I think it's Pantene, maybe. But yeah, other than that, in my hair, like sometimes I'll put like a clippy if I want to get like a little bit more volume on the top. But I don't put anything in my hair right now. Every once in a while, maybe if I'm fucking around with it, sometimes I'll put hairspray in it, or sometimes if I'm feeling a little, like if I want my hair to hold a little bit, I'll put a little bit of gel in there, but typically I don't. Like I'd say that's like once in a blue moon. Like I don't remember the last time I like put gel in my hair for stream. If that makes sense. Raya, welcome to the stream. Arlo, welcome to the stream. Aria, welcome to the stream. Echo! Oh my god, it's been a minute. I have 3 exams to do today. Oh, good luck. Good luck, good luck. Jalen, welcome to the stream. Donnie, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Palin Tax, welcome to the stream. Ruby, welcome. Sim Girl, welcome. Avgates, welcome. It's just the natural swag. I think it just depends on your hair. Like, I know dudes with, like, thin hair need a little bit more, like, oomph, you know, and a little bit more prep. Gender Ghost, welcome to the stream. Sue, welcome to the stream. Vildiac, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know. Just been doing, bro's drinking his water. Bro's drinking. Yeah, just been, you know, it's funny, y'all. I don't know why, but I just randomly was like, it's probably not that great that I'm putting a bunch of shit in my hair like that, you know? And I read it was funny. One of my favorite content creators, it's this podcast. It's called Colin and Smear. They do a lot of content for like content creators like myself. Someone asked him like on the podcast, like, what do you do for your hair? And he's literally like, oh, you know, like I don't put anything in my hair. It just naturally does this. I just don't condition my hair all the time. So I was like, oh fuck, like maybe I need to stop shampooing and conditioning my hair as much. And I've had to mess around with that a little bit, but genuinely, like, really, honestly, y'all, like, I shampoo and condition my hair today, and then right before stream, I just put more water in it, because it, like, it almost gets, like, too soft and fluffy when I shampoo and condition it, and then it has no hold. It has no hold to it. So, but everybody's different, y'all. Like, I have very thick hair. You know, I got that thick Asian hair, so I got really lucky. Like, my hair can hold pretty well if I have, like, natural oils in it. Aviremia, welcome to the stream. I think I butchered that. Shandizzled, welcome to the stream. Lua, always good to see you. Marmanodes, welcome to the stream. Suber, welcome to the stream. Anna, welcome to the stream. Yes, guys, game night is tomorrow, all right? I will be there, okay? Everybody better be there. Everybody better show up to Gender Ghost game night. Katana, welcome to the stream. Yoto, welcome to the stream. How's everybody's week going, bro? I'm fucking tired. I mean, it doesn't help that I ran 10 miles today, but I'm fucking tired this week, chat. I'm also a little sick. You can't really hear it. Like, it's not bad, but my nose has been really stuffy lately, and my throat was scratchy for the last 2 days. So I'm just trying to recoup. Wow. Bro is sipping on that water right now. Cupid, welcome to the stream. Althea, welcome to the stream. Oh, did I say 10 hours? I meant 10 miles. I think I said miles. I'm not really even that sick, chat. Like, it's more, it's like a little cold. Like, honestly, running helps me because it, like, unstuffs my nose. Like, that's probably the best I've breathed the last, like, 5 weeks, the last 5 days. And it's not bad. Like, honestly, a majority of it was just my throat was a little ticklish. That was it. The best of April video was so good. I'm glad it was good, guys. I'm glad it was good. Nora, welcome to the stream. I have curls and shampoo once a week. Dude, I can't do that, Nora. If I shampoo once a week, my hair starts falling out faster. I like shed a lot more. Mine is like, I need to shampoo and condition every 3 days. That's kind of what I figured out. Hay fever. I am wondering if it's something like that, Anna. Like, allergy season is upon us. I've been leaving my windows open a lot more, so that's probably why. Vilsic, welcome. Echo, I already said hi to you, but hello again, but on Twitch. I'm sorry to hear that, Echo. Hey, you got these exams. Hopefully the bad news isn't like terrible, terrible news. Please don't go bald. I'm trying not to, but I can't control that. I don't know, y'all. I think I'd look funny bald. I feel like, y'all, I feel like if I shaved my hair, like I would look so silly. I would look so silly. I'd probably keep it like a buzz of some sort. He never goes in there. What are you doing? Oh, okay. He's back out, chat. He's back out. Come here. Come say hi to chat. Dude, he's waiting, bro. He's like, nah, fuck you, bro. You know what time it is. I want to shave my head so bad. Do it. It'll grow back. Hey, Lost in Fire, welcome to the stream. I regret shaving my hair every time I do it. Yeah, I can't imagine, y'all. Low key, my stylist kind of fucked it up. I mean like fucked it up like in a good way. Like my stylist killed it this time, you know? Shout out Felicia. We love Felicia. That's honestly something I'm pissed about, y'all, is I have to go fucking find a new hairstylist. I feel like you get a Ludwig look. I do. I like Ludwig. I love Ludwig. I was actually just watching a stream from last night before this while I was cooking and shit. My dad shaved his head when he was a wee lad and it never grew back. What the fuck? That sounds weird. If you hit 2,000 subs on Twitch, you shave your head. Y'all, I'd much rather get... I sent a video of it. I'd much rather get a cat shaved into my head. Did y'all see that when I put it in Stream Gang? Or Yeast Gang, I guess? It was a long time ago, so some of y'all might have not been around. But this gal got, like, a cat shaved on her head. Like, literally, it looked like a cat was, like, flat on her head. And I was like, that's fucking funny. I would get that. I do think, chat, it would be kind of fun to just, like, reset my hair a little bit. Like, I've been rocking this haircut for a long time, y'all. Or, like, a variation of this haircut for a very long time. So it'd be kind of fun to fuck around. Hikari, welcome to the stream. Lady Morgan, welcome to the stream. Lemon Cardboard, welcome to the stream. Buggy Moss, welcome. Lady Morgan, making it out to another stream. We love to see it. Welcome, welcome. Cassie, welcome to the stream. Avs, welcome to the stream. Did you get a new cat tree? No. That's I just moved it. It used to be where my plant is, but I'm starting to get rid of shit because I'm moving. Yeah. Once again, y'all, ignore this shit, okay? This is my, like, shit that I have to go through and pack up. I just... you know what, guys? I think I have... Someone told me it's called, like, executive dysfunction. Like, I genuinely... It's so hard for me to start tasks sometimes. I need to work on it. I need to work on it because I as soon as I start something, it's like it's off to the races. I just need to be better about like getting rocking and rolling on shit. Sorry, we should dye his hair rainbow at 2K. That'd be kind of fun, low key, honestly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's kind of how I feel. Mela, welcome to the stream. Why pack your shit when you can stream? Exactly, Sneebo, you get it. Oh shit, guys, I didn't even realize. Why didn't nobody tell me my chat box was off? I forgot I turned it off for my my intro to my last video because I had just gotten done streaming. Guys, look at my fucking watch tan, y'all. That's pasty. That's pasty, chat. I need to start fucking switching my arms whenever I go on runs and shit. Cause I'm pasty, bro. Dog, you need some Ritalin. Don't get me wrong, I feel like I'd benefit from Adderall or like something like that, but I don't like the idea of being dependent on drugs to get me to do stuff. If I could figure out a way to make it easier for me to do those tasks on my own, that'd be great, but I'm not completely cut off to it. I just think, like, I genuinely think I could get an Adderall or like Ritalin prescription, like, if I went into a doctor, but I don't know. I don't want to, I don't like the American pharmaceutical stuff. I think that's super, like, I think the whole industry is unethical. At least in America, super unethical. Envy Beige, welcome to the stream. Try putting tasks on a schedule with a false reason deadline. I don't think that would work. Here's the thing, y'all. You know what I think would actually help, though? Is if I hired a project manager of some sort that, like, told me, like, hey, you got to do this and you got to do this by X day. I think that would do it for me. Like, I think, y'all, if I had like a corporate job and I had somebody telling me what to do and when to get it done, that would be so fucking easy for me, chat. I would probably be early. But since I run my own shit, it's like way harder. Also, sunscreen. Don't worry, I wear sunscreen. Oh, I did forget to put it on after my shower, though. Forgot to put on more of my face lotion. But I put it on before my 10-mile run today. So, like, I think we're good. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, Arya. I want to find different ways to manage my ADHD. Because my ADHD isn't debilitating by any means. Like, I can... If it needs to get done, I can get it done. But it's definitely... Like, especially when I have a fuck ton of things like I do right now. I just have so much on my plate and so much that's, like, on my mind right now that it's really hard for me to sometimes make a decision on what to do. Oh, Amodify, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Kiro, was talk to my doctor and only use it sometimes, but... I know my personality. Don't get me wrong. I've never gotten addicted to anything. Well, okay, that's a lie. I've never gotten addicted to a substance. I feel like I would very easily get addicted to Adderall because if it makes me more, like, if it makes me better at my work, I think that by itself will be it. Because I get addicted to my work, chat. Like, I really am a workaholic at heart, and I feel like if I'm on Adderall and it, like, improves my work, I'm just gonna want to take that shit every day. Cheap Hill, welcome to the stream. 10 miles is crazy. It honestly, y'all, I mean, it is crazy, don't get me wrong, but like, it's possible. I think everybody should try to run like at least a half marathon, because I think it is one of those things where you look at it and you're like, that's really fucking hard. But if you work on it, it's actually not that hard. How do you find the motivation to go out and run? It makes me feel good. Once you get, here's the thing, y'all, is most people run wrong. They run with their heart rate. Y'all, I don't know if you saw my Instagram story. Actually, let me send it. I'll send it in the Discord real quick. Oh, fuck. I totally forgot my friend is, like, moving to China. Oh my god, I forgot it. Shit. So much shit I'm realizing I forgot, y'all. Okay, well, let me send this. So here's the thing, you guys. If you want to get into running, I highly recommend get a watch that tracks your heart rate, because if you don't have a watch that tracks your heart rate, you will set yourself up for failure. So here's my run from today. Notice how my heart rate, my average heart rate, chat, is 154. I guarantee most people when they run, this average heart rate is closer to like 170, 180. That's when it's unsustainable. That's when you get hurt. That's when it becomes not enjoyable, is when your heart rate is through the roof. To be honest, y'all, this is actually a little too high for like what I would recommend for somebody who wants to get themselves in a position where they're sustainably running. This is actually too high. I think when you're first starting out, when you're just like doing a mile, or not even a mile, half a mile, you should aim for around 140. You're going to be so fucking slow, chat. You're going to be so slow. I remember when I first started fucking running, like my friend identified, he was like, you are running way too fast. Your heart rate is way too high. You need to drop to whatever pace allows you to run underneath 150 to 155 average heart rate. And for me, that was like 11 minutes and 30 seconds. I felt so fucking slow, chat. I felt so damn slow. It was infuriating, but I got used to it and it became more enjoyable because I didn't feel like I was fucking dying. And that's how you get into running. That's how you get into running. You can't completely go like ball. Like, that's the hard part, is like, you shouldn't be running as fast as you can all the time, because that's how you A, hurt yourself, and B, bring running to a point where it's not sustainable and not fun. Okay, Judas, this is a whole other problem then. Resting heart rate? Dude, I think my resting heart rate's like 60. Then maybe in your case, Judas, you should just be doing walks. Liz, welcome to the stream. My resting heart rate isn't even... What are y'all talking about? No way your guys' resting heart rates is that high. What? That's insane. Here's the thing, y'all, is so I'm a firm believer that running helps with your anxiety. I know, fuck, I need to call her because I have not talked to this friend in so long. But I had a friend who in college, she actually did a research study with a professor about your body craving some sort of external outlet whenever you are feeling anxious. And it, like, the study literally showed, like, people who felt anxious and then went, like, on a run or went on a walk, like, their anxiety tanked by getting up their heart. I forget what it was. It was like getting their heart rate past 150 for like 20 minutes or something like that. They had massive decreases in anxiety when they did that for a month. Like, it's so crazy how much, like, getting to that level is so fucking hard. But once you're there, it's so beneficial to your body. People have health conditions, Zarby. Resting, I'm around 80. That's actually not bad, I don't think. Yeah, y'all. If you guys have really high heart rates, I highly recommend at least walking. I think walking is really good for you. Like, y'all, when I move to my new place, I'm gonna like literally set up a standing desk that I can work at and set up a walking pad. Because I just think even if you can just hop on that thing for like 20 minutes a day, 20 minutes of walking is like a mile, you know? Yeah. No, dude, I'm a firm, maybe not even running, because sometimes running is hard on the knees, but some kind of cardio every day. Something that just gets your heart rate up, and in between like 130 to 150, like 3 times a week, I think is so important. I actually genuinely think, too, it'll change your life. Even if that's just walking. Like, I would recommend, guys, the best way to, like, get a good workout in without, like, you know, putting a lot of stress on your... Like, don't get me wrong, y'all. I actually don't recommend running for, like, people who traditionally have, like, weaker knees or something like that, because like I have friends who have like actually fucked up their knees and ankles from running. Knock on wood. I'm just a little blessed that like my knees and shit are fine. But I would like, one of the best ways, y'all, that you can like really be like, you can really change up like how good your workout is and how much you're elevating your heart rate, is find a treadmill that you can incline walk on. And depending on the incline, it makes it harder, and therefore your heart rate goes up. So you can kind of find the perfect the perfect incline where like you're working hard, your heart rate's going at like between that 130 to 150, but you're not absolutely killing yourself. And also, y'all, I'll fucking say it. When I remember there was a time where I was like walking on the treadmill every single day, and I would literally just put Netflix up on my phone. I think if you are watching Netflix You should, if you watch Netflix pretty like religiously, that's fine. I do it all the time. But like weave in some like watching Netflix while walking. You got mega knees. Honestly, no, I can't do that shit. That shit kind of hurts. But just in terms of like I mean, also it helps y'all. This is another tangent, but I highly recommend stretching. I think stretching helps so much with your mental health, with your body. Like y'all, my lower back used to fucking kill me. And then I started going to yoga and I started doing a lot of like hip stretches and quad stretches and hamstring stretches. My lower back doesn't even hurt anymore. Like, if anything, it's my upper back gives me the most grief now. And I think that's just because I have bad posture. Wear a weighted vest as well. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad, but it's definitely, I think weighted vests are like the incline is fine. The incline is fine. I think weighted vests is a little too serious. Like, I don't do weighted vests, and I think I work out more seriously than other people. I hit that Stairmaster with a YouTube video up. No, I think that's the best way to do it, Donnie. Yeah, walk 1.5 to 2 hours and listen to Starbucks podcast. Exactly, guys. That's the solution. You know what? Fuck it. Don't pull up YouTube, or excuse me, don't pull up Netflix. Pull up my YouTube videos. Put them on repeat. What category do you choose for your YouTube videos? I actually don't even know, Katana. I can't even lie. I don't know. I don't think it matters that much as long as like the category aligns with whatever the content is, but I genuinely don't know. Like, I don't check. Yeah, Tai Chi would be sick of Modify. Whole chat is chronically ill, traumatized, and artistic. You guys are crazy. Bro wants them views? Absolutely, bro. It's storming here? Dude, I haven't even checked the weather. It's been nice here, guys. Knock on wood. Little high of 70 today. Ooh. Oh my god, it's gonna be like the 80s the next couple. Yo, that's crazy. It's like 80, 76, 86, 85, 85, 83, 80, and then it drops to 64. Y'all, I'm going to Vegas next week, by the way. There's going to be, like, no streams next week, I don't think, by the way, guys. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. Pretty much no streams next week because I'm going to be gone looking for new places to live. What is the weather in Las Vegas? Do I even want to look? It's actually not as bad. Okay, yeah. Oh, it kind of cools down when I get there. Little 87, 71, 73, 80, 86. Nut. Okay. All right. All right. I fucks with that. I fucks with that, chat. Minnesota weather is so screwed. It kind of is. But, dude, I've just been enjoying the sun out, man. I've just been enjoying the sun. That's, y'all, the freckles are coming back. FU Ben is below 40 degrees here. Where the fuck do you live, Grizzly? Lost in Fire? Yeah, 62 is like the perfect spot. Charlie Yeast, welcome to the stream. Oh, you live in Estonia. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah, no kidding. I bet it's cold as fuck over there, huh? Oh, dude, Yota, the humidity just slaps me. What's that in Celsius? I don't know, Gender Ghost. We're not lame. Just kidding, we're super lame. Cervello, welcome to the stream. $18 degrees Celsius here today. I don't even know what that is, Vilsick. I'm gonna have to fucking learn. Y'all, I was planning my Italy trip earlier this week, like yesterday. Oh my god, I'm so excited. The gal helping me is so cool, by the way. Hey, you guys, if you're on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream, okay? That's like 65 degrees Fahrenheit. That sounds like a good spot. PB, welcome to the stream. PB, I gotta start calling you Diamond. Is that you? Am I tripping? Is that what you said your name was? Swagkowski, welcome to the stream. I moved to Vegas last October. 10 out of 10 recommend. Hell yeah. Yep. I mean, I don't have this apartment after the end of this month, so I gotta move somewhere. Thank you, JM. I appreciate you. Everybody follow in JM's footsteps, all right? You should be joining the stream and hitting the like button immediately. Nope, not me. Okay, I don't know who the fuck said that then. I'm just dumb. Oh, God. Why am I fucking... 81 degrees Fahrenheit is 27 degrees Celsius. That's actually very easy to remember. Because that's 3 times 81. Wait, no, sorry. 27... That's 3 times 27. I fucking hate my brain right now, chat. Brain no-go burr. Are you going to Gaga too? No. You talking about Lady Gaga? You guys sound like you live in interesting places, yo. I need to be more well-traveled, y'all. I'm way too much of a workaholic. I was actually talking about that with the lady. I was like, listen, I don't know where the fuck I'm going, but I just need to like go somewhere and not work. That's literally what I told her. I was like, just send me to beautiful places that workaholics should see. You're going to Australia for Lady Gaga. Oh my god. I didn't even know she was still touring. Good for her. What a queen. Where are you going to Italy? I'm going to a bunch of spots. I'm going to be like I'm going to fly into Germany, hang out in Germany for a bit, and then I'm going to take a train to, I think Lake Como is the general plan. And then I'm going to bop around northern Italy for a bit and then eventually make my way to Rome for the wedding that I'm going to. Go to the Vatican and bring a deep dish pizza to the new Pope? No. Y'all, I'm sorry if there are any Catholics in here, but I really don't give a shit about the new Pope. I mean, it's a funny meme, but like, yeah, I just don't care. The people of Vegas are wilder than the weather. That's what I'm hearing. Is it really? Drake and I do not remember Poker Face as well as I thought. Yo, I mean, I think it's so funny, like, how when I was, like, 10, we were singing the one that's like, I want to take a ride on your disco stick. Like, we would sing that as 10-year-olds and had no clue what we were talking about. And now now that you're, like, an adult, you're like, oh... That's crazy. Hey, Magdalena, thanks for coming in real quick. Good luck with your coursework. I appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words. It's funny. It's funny exactly because of the memes and it's another once in a lifetime event. Is it once in a lifetime? When was the last Pope elected? Wasn't the last Pope elected in like 2011 or something like that? Yeah, in 2013, Pope Francis was elected after 5 ballots held over 2 days. In 2013, Pope Francis was elected, and then in 2005, Pope Benedict the 16th. So, like, I mean, I've already experienced this 3 times in my life. Silly Hat, welcome to the stream. Premier K, welcome. Hey, glad your dog's doing better, Sneebo. New one is the first American Pope. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I see what, but to me, bro, that's not crazy, you know? I see, Lady Morgan. Okay, all right. I mean, it's cool that he's American, but does that really do anything for us? You know? If anything, that's just a bad situation, because that probably means that he might be Republican. Not that there aren't, like, Republican equivalents in other countries or whatever. But also, I feel like the American Republican is so much worse than other country Republicans. I could be wrong about that, though. I know Canada Republicans kind of suck. Same with like, UK. Same with UK Republicans. He has spoken out against MAGA's Lord and Savior Trump. All right, big dubs. All right, I fuck with the guy I fuck with him then. He's like kind of central / progressive. Hell yeah. Honestly, if he continues what the other Pope was doing, kind of speaking out against Gaza, like, I'm chill. You know? Like, don't get me wrong. I think Catholicism, I know the Pope has come out and, like, talked shit about, like, all right, maybe we weren't cooking with, like, the no gay people thing. I hope he continues that as well. I think it would be great if he really kept hammering in, it's okay to be gay. And we should not be killing children. I feel like that's base level. That's like, you know what? I fucks with it. Leo, welcome to the stream. Oh shit, Pepcane. Hey, Pepcane, resubscribing with Prime. Making Daddy Bezos pay. I appreciate you. Thank you for resubscribing for 4 months, Pepcane. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you. I appreciate you, Pepcane. Ooh. Even like the most European right wings are pretty awful. Dude, I came across a video of some gal talking about in the UK, they just made it so that trans women can't go into women's bathrooms. And I pulled up the comments and I was fucking shocked and appalled by the comments. Like, all the top comments were basically being like, hell yeah, like, protect women. And I was like, yo, if y'all are all about protecting women, it's not the trans people. It's the fucking stupid men. That's insane to me, bro. I was just going through those comments like, wow, there are some brain dead ass motherfuckers out here. Absolutely just stupid in the brain. Jay, welcome to the stream. Pepcane, I saw you talked in here. I already said thank you, but hello, welcome. Welcome. Damn! Mila Gross Smith, subscribe with Prime. Let's go, baby. Mila, thank you for your Prime sub. Guys, check for a Prime sub. And basically, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free Prime sub. And you're already paying for it. You might as well use it to cut into those Daddy Bezos profits, okay? All right? You chillin', support a streamer of your choice. It could be me. It could be somebody else. Up to you. Up to you. What's up, Nameev? I feel like countries are moving backwards right now. It's just stupid, bro. It's like they're all like, it's so funny because they all talk about other people being sheep, but they're the biggest fucking sheep I've ever seen. Like it takes 3% of effort to figure out that trans people are not the problem and the biggest threat to women in this society. It really, y'all, 3% And I promise you, they are so brain dead and so lazy to do the research to figure out, maybe the real issue, not even maybe, the real issue is fucking men. It's so easy to find out men are women's greatest threats. It's not trans people. It's not gay people. It's not immigrants. It's no other race or anything like that. It's fucking men. What's up, Theo? Welcome. I got my nose pierced today. Fuck, dude, I want to do that. A modify! Y'all, a modify is fucking cracked. A modify, you wildin'! Sneebo! Y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy. A modify, thank you for the 20 gifted memberships. Sneebo, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Guys, if you get a gifted membership from a modify or from Sneebo, please say thank you. All right, chat. We have good manners here. We have good manners. All right. That's crazy. You're wild, modify. Thank you. You too, Sneebo. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for supporting me. All right. Make sure you're paying for your stuff first. All right. Let me say that. But I always appreciate the support, you guys. Thank you. Looney, welcome to the stream. Serraden, welcome. I even have classmates in college arguing with me about bathrooms in schools. We're going to be teachers and made me so upset that that is the issue that shit. Dude, if you are a teacher and your priority numero uno of where safety should be better in schools isn't gun safety so that there are less mass shootings, less school shootings, you're actually so brain dead and you shouldn't be allowed to be a teacher. Genuinely, truly. I do not want you educating my kid if you don't even know that the greatest threat to schools right now isn't trans kids. It's fucking kids being able to buy guns legally at the age of 18 with no background checks, no psychological evals. They could just walk in, grab a gun, maybe have a 5-day waiting period. You are actually so stupid. Do not teach my kids. That's what I'm honestly concerned about too, chat, is like sending my kid to a fucking brain dead school taught by brain dead teachers. Like, don't get me wrong. There are great teachers out there. I've met them. There are great teachers out there. There are also fucking stupid, just manipulative, evil teachers out there, y'all. My daughter can't even have light up shoes because of people going in these schools and firing on people. What the fuck, man? Ugh, that makes me want to pull my head through a wall, bro. Yes, yes. With the pennies they pay teachers, they should be focusing their rage on lawmakers. That's the thing, y'all, is the lawmakers just say this shit to get us all wound up against each other when realistically, the lawmakers are the fucked up ones. It's disgusting. It's stupid. It's stupid. Like, at least I can sit here and be like, yo, here are the real issues, but also they all stem because we have lawmakers taking fucking taking kickbacks. That's what I'm trying to say. All these fucking lawmakers are taking kickbacks from these big corporations. Yeah, bro. I mean, the fact that the Supreme Court fucking stays in office for like forever until they decide to step down or die? Who made that rule? That makes me want to deep throat a Glock. For real, for real. Deadly Doll, welcome to the stream. Term limits, more positions. Don't let big corporations donate to these fucking lawmakers. I think, y'all, I really think, and I do think, y'all, with social media, I think with social media, this is 100% possible in the next 10 to 15 years. I think somebody needs to become president, and we need more senators and, like, congressmen going into those positions without taking money from big corporations. We need these old fucking hags to die out. These brainwashed motherfuckers who can't think for themselves and just think Fox News has all the truths. We need them to die. And we need more people in our age generation where I think, I would like to think there are more people willing to listen than are not. And at least more people who are down to be like, yo, no matter which side of the piece you're on, it's like, in no way should these people be in the pockets of big corporations. Like, I really love all the people making it known about all this shit that Trump's doing for his billionaire friends, because I do think, based off of what I'm seeing on social media, I do think the Republicans are getting a little bit mad. Like, at least the stupid ones that just, like, or at least the people in the middle, like the oh, I don't do politics people who just, like, I'll say it, y'all, Trump did a way better job marketing than Kamala did. Trump did a way, like, I hate saying this word because I hate giving him props, but he did a fantastic job. Like, I do not fuck with the Joe Rogan podcast. I will listen when, like, Mark Zuckerberg or somebody who, like, is relevant to me comes on. But I think that man is fucking reckless and stupid with the guests that he brings on. That being said, he has a huge influence, and I think Kamala fucking shit the bed not going on his podcast. And Trump did. Like, Trump played the marketing game this time around. And I think if we can have people who can just play the organic marketing game better than these fucking idiot-ass old politicians, we would be way better. Like, I really hope, y'all, like, I really hope, like, who's that gay guy that keeps running for president? Like, Peter Buttigieg or something like that? I really hope he has a solid marketing consultant that's, like, starting, not even right now, like, fucking 5 months ago, being like, hey, we're gonna prep you for this shit, like, way ahead of time. Because, y'all, it really is marketing. For these stupid people that just brain dead vote off of, like, vibes, it really is marketing. It truly is a marketing thing. Davey, welcome to the stream. Lua, oh my God. Lua coming in hot with a 5 gifted. Lua, thank you. I appreciate you. Guys, if you get a gifted membership from anybody, in this case, Lua, please make sure to say thank you. All right, chat. We have good manners here. Yeah, y'all, I mean, I think most politicians, if not all of them, are fucking evil-ass, greedy motherfuckers. But if there's anyone who's not, it's Peter Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say his last name. Here's the thing, y'all. Mime. When... Okay, here's how I look at it, because I've done music marketing. You could have $100,000 behind a dog shit song versus $10,000 behind a really, really good song. And the $10,000 will do way more than the $100,000 will. just solely because the other one was better. So it really is situational. Like in this case, y'all, I think there were so many people like with the times where like, let's be honest, y'all, Biden did not do a good job. Biden did not, like, he didn't do anything good. Man just floated and looked like an old ass man because he is an old ass man. So I think because of that and because of like him pulling out and then Kamala being replaced, I think it really put them on very even playing fields. And then the marketing just knocked Trump up. Because he, honestly, with marketing, he just took advantage of the stupid people. Ecom products do it all the time. They run ads for their shitty product, but their ads are so good, they get people to buy the shitty product. That's unfortunately how that shit works. But if we actually had someone really good who was good at marketing and was saying the right things, I think he would fucking blow these idiots out of the water. Because these people are truly fucking idiots. All of them. Like, I don't think I've seen one politician in the last 4 years of my life, maybe 8, who I feel like, wow, that guy would actually fucking help me. Every single one of them, I'm like, y'all are just scummy ass bitches who want to make money for yourselves. Yeah, no, sorry, I wasn't saying that Trump has done anything either. Trump has literally just made everything worse. I don't know, Pat. I think Biden... Here's the thing. Biden might have gotten some stuff done. I think his lack of action with all the shit going in Gaza trumped it for me. Like anything that Biden probably got a couple of things done. Don't get me wrong. I don't know everything. Whatever. I'll say that. That being said, fucking moron. Fucking moron. I think anybody who thinks that our tax dollars should be going to Israel is a fucking idiot, and Biden let that happen. I know it's more complicated than that, but genuinely, I don't want some fucking spineless ass bitch who's like, oh yeah, let's start funding these guys to fucking kill kids. I don't know. To me, no matter what you did, that taints anything that you did as a president. Me personally, I don't fuck with it. Bro could have fucking cured cancer. I don't care. Unfortunately, no president would stop funding Israel. Well, that's a problem in itself. I think that's a huge problem. Yeah. I mean, y'all, like, there's so many reasons other than just genocide why we shouldn't be giving Israel money. Like, I mean, where did this rant start? This rant literally started from talking about the school system. Like, we need to be pumping more money into our schools. Yes, why are we electing 70-plus-year-olds? I was wondering the same thing, Echo. What Reddit stories you got? I got more of my the a-hole. I gotta finish them for the top 15. Yo, it's funny. I actually do know who Jasmine Crockett is. She's doing a great job. She's being very vocal on social media and getting a lot of like she's somebody who like needs to be in the race next year. You know? Lil Herb, welcome to the stream. Yeah, guys, sorry. I gotta get started on stories. I got to get started on some stories, y'all. Sorry, little side tangent there. Okay. Sneeby, welcome to the stream. Oh, it's Sneebo. Gotcha. Thank you for moving over to Twitch. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Bum, bum, bum. All right, guys, let's do it. Okay, this video is just a bunch of Am I the A-holes for the most upvoted Am I the A-hole. I do actually, let me pull them up. I honestly, y'all, I don't know how long I'll stream for. What time is it? Oh my god, it's almost already 6? Oh my god. How many Am I the A-hole stories do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Not a lot. Or sorry, Am I the devil? Okay, I'm gonna have this pulled up just in case we can make it happen. How long are these ones? Ooh, that one's, whoa, that one's a fucking novel. Okay. Throwaway beta. Okay, there's no update on this one. That one's kind of short. That one's long-ish. That one's short, medium. Yeah. Okay. We might be able to get to Am I the devil today, guys. We might be able to get to Am I the devil today. Let me go pee really quick, chat. Sorry, I drank a lot of water for my run, so I'm gonna be pissing this entire stream. I will be right back. I'm not even gonna run ads, guys. I'm just gonna go pee real quick. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna read, okay? We need streamer beans. Y'all, I thought maybe he would stay the entire time. That would have been so funny. So funny. All right, chat, let's get it rocking and rolling, okay? Little hour in, haven't even started stories yet. What's new? You guys, if you're on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream, okay? We got 70 people in here, but only 43 likes. I feel like we could get that up to 50, all right, chat? Make sure you're subscribed. If you're on Twitch, make sure you're following no matter where you're at. Turn on the post noties, all right? Am I the a-hole for not talking to... Ooh, my bad. Am I the a-hole for not taking my ex-wife back after she left me for an alpha male? I had been with my ex for 7 years, married for 5. It felt like love at first sight and everything felt so natural when we had met. After about 2 years of dating, we decided to tie the knot. Not soon after, we welcomed our baby boy, 4 male. He was a pandemic baby, so my wife ended up quitting her job while I continued working as a line cook and started doing Uber Eats on the side. After things went a bit back to normal, my wife told me she doesn't want to be one of those I see. My wife told me she doesn't want to be one of those women who lose their passion after settling down. So she went back to finish law school and take her bar. Of course, I wholeheartedly supported her and we tried to make it work. After she passed... Oh my god, I thought that meant she died. She passed the bar. I'm going to specify that. After she passed the bar, she immediately got hired at a firm downtown through the help of her friend Dumbo, 33 female. This is where the problem started. From the get-go, my wife began making good money. Good enough that she told me to quit my job and take care of our son full time, as she won't have the time. I said no. I loved my job. Cooking was my passion, and Cooking was my passion, and I even worked my way up to full-fledged chef. My biggest regret in our marriage had to have been her talking me into leaving, but I did and became a stay-at-home dad. Slowly, our marriage life began deteriorating as she started to pull away. She'd work long hours and barely spend any time with us. She'd go out drinking to network with her work colleagues on weekends, sometimes even going out of town. At home, she'd always just be pissy with me. It's like her personality did a complete 180. This wasn't the sweet, nurturing girl I fell in love with all those years ago. Our intimacy became almost non-existent. After going through therapy, I can now see that I am to blame as well. I should have communicated better and shared how I felt. Luckily, the highlight through this was my son. Seeing him grow and being there for a lot of his firsts made everything feel like it'll be okay. One day, she finally came up to me and asked for a divorce. I wasn't surprised. I felt everything was eventually going to lead up to this. But I still didn't want to give up. I asked if she's sure about this or if she wants to make it work. I recommended couples counseling or temporary separation. She declined both those offers and told me she found someone else. Hearing this shattered me. Her changing and us growing apart, I can understand. But never once would I have thought that she would be the type to even entertain another man. Oh, excuse me. But never once would I have thought that she would be the type to even entertain other men. She told me it's some partner at her firm. Haha, when did my life become a Korean rom-com? She told me that he invited her out a couple of times and showed her the life of luxury she deserved. We argued for a bit and she told me that he is twice the man as me. She called me feminine for being a stay-at-home dad while his wife was working hard and bringing home the money. Yeah, what? It was your idea. Dude, that is fucking crazy to say. I mean, you're the one who literally told him he should quit his job, so... And what about me working 2 jobs during the pandemic? To her, those weren't real jobs. It was a delivery driver and a cook. Wow. Yeah, dude. Hey, I mean, it probably doesn't help that she's a lawyer, but like, hey, yo, bro, you get half of her lawyer earnings. Like, I mean, this girl didn't even sound like a great partner in general. Like, if anything, I think it might be a good thing that she pushed for the divorce with OP. Because to be honest, OP should have pushed for the divorce. Like, if someone's treating you as dog shit as this wife is treating OP, bro, just cut your losses. Like, there are people out there who will fucking actually be a good person to you. She told me this new guy is an alpha male who knows a woman's needs and how to take care of her. She bragged about how tall and muscular he is, how he has a real job, and took her on weekend getaways that she told me were work related. And here's the kicker. He's such a man, he doesn't want to make things official until me and her are separated. Oh yeah, such a man. Such a man thing to do, to at least wait until they're completely separated to officially be dating. Wow, what a stand-up guy. You know? Such a stand-up guy, even though he cheated with a woman who had a husband and a son. Bro, none of that matters. None of that matters because he waited to make it official. Oh. Chivalry is weird. Chivalry is real, chat. I almost laughed at how delusional my ex had become. I asked her what about her son, and she said, I can have him. He likes me better anyways. I think this hurt the most. I couldn't believe she said that about her own son. Throwing him away like he's some object. For the first time, I couldn't recognize the person in front of me. I won't lie, I did let the anger get the best of me and said some hurtful things back. I could tell she was taken aback by this, probably because I almost never get that angry. She turned around and left. After she left, I cried my eyes out for 2 weeks hoping she'd call and come back. I don't know. I didn't love her anymore, but life without her felt so scary. The only thing that kept me going was my son. I knew I couldn't turn to the bottle or go down this dark path because of him. I managed to beg for my job back and they rehired me for some weeknights only, which was better than nothing. I spent the next couple of months just putting my head down and working in silence. The divorce proceedings were moving quickly, and before I knew it, it was official. The worst part about this was I felt like I had no support system. On social media, everyone was On social media, everyone was praising her for being this strong, independent woman who broke free of some metaphoric shackles. Like I was some villain holding her back. And not a single person messaged me on how I'm doing. And thank God they didn't, because this is what made me want to try therapy, and I haven't looked back since. For all those that are unsure about therapy, I'm telling you it works. Now fast forward to this. Okay, wait, hold on. That's fucking crazy. Like, I'm just making assumptions here based off of the way that OP has acted so far. I have a feeling OP let the wife, or I guess ex-wife, control the narrative here. Because anybody hears your side of the story and they're like, oh my God, this bitch crazy. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm glad you got into therapy. I'm glad this pushed you to therapy, but I hope your therapist is also telling you, like, bro, in your next relationship, let's communicate. Let's stand up for yourself. And also, I think it's pretty, like, I know he was like, I let the anger get the best of me and said some hurtful things back. I feel like if your wife is like, yeah, I basically been cheating on you. Not basically, I have been cheating on you. What the fuck am I saying? I think out of any of those, I think that's a great reason to get angry and say some mean things to her. Like, I would not blame you. I would probably do the same. So, like, I hope someone's telling bro, like, ayo, it's okay, dog. Like, it makes sense. Now, fast forward to this week, I received a phone call from an unknown number, and when I picked it up, it was my ex on the other line bawling. She told me how her alpha male boyfriend found someone else, and she's too afraid to confront him because he's a partner at her firm. She finally explained her perspective and how everything led up to this point. Basically, my ex admittedly always been really pretty and a social butterfly. After she had our son and the pandemic hit, she felt ugly and insecure, even if I told her she was pretty. So I guess when she got her job, she got the validation she wanted. Of course, feeding into those delusions was Dumbo, who recently had divorced her husband and poisoned my ex's thoughts with how I'm a failure as a man. How my ex is way prettier than me and she deserves someone of her standards. Apparently, I'm a beta male who rolls over and is stopping her from being free. She said a lot more specific stuff too that I think I'll keep to myself here, but it was definitely an eye-opening conversation. I shouldn't have pushed my ex away to be vulnerable enough to listen. I shouldn't have pushed my ex away to be vulnerable enough to listen to Dumbo. Okay, y'all, I kind of understand, like, taking accountability for things that you fucked up, but, like, I think she would have, I don't think you were pushing her away to listen to Dumbo. Like, I think she would have done this regardless, me personally. Like, like, I understand what he's going through here, because he seems to be very like, oh, I went to therapy and realized the wrong things that I did in the relationship. And sure, maybe he's not giving us full context here, but like, even if you were doing that, that doesn't justify cheating. That doesn't justify listening to a friend who's preaching some alpha male, beta male bullshit and basically affirming that it's okay to cheat on your partner just because of said alpha male or beta male bullshit. Like, I don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm very like, you know what? There are some things in life that I think you can just take accountability for. That, like, maybe the full thing isn't your fault, but you had a hand in. And, like, yeah, maybe he had a hand in it, but I don't think it's like, bro, we're on your side here. I hope he knows that. Whether or not she was vulnerable enough to listen to Dumbo, I just think she shouldn't have been fucking lit. Like, anybody with, like, honestly, y'all, I'm just on the wave that OP's ex is fucking dumb. Like, hey, if you're feeling ugly and insecure, you should probably talk to the person who makes you feel not ugly and not insecure about it, aka your husband you had a child with. Or go get a therapist. Don't go to, like, this fucking person who's clearly, like, you know, I don't know. I understand being vulnerable and like insecure and feeling ugly, but the answer to that isn't to listen to some dog shit rhetoric. I don't know. Like, I don't, like, I'm almost uncomfortable with how much OP is taking accountability here, if that makes sense. But still, after hearing all this, I was really just disappointed more than anything that she would be stupid enough to throw away everything on some whim and peer pressure. My ex asked me if we could try again. She told me how much she misses me and how she took me and all I did for her for granted. For example, I always made her lunch in the morning, made sure she was up to date with her pills, and so on. She misses those little things. I admit to telling her that I missed her too, and I know our son does for sure, but she did make every decision herself. And what if things worked out with the other guy? I'm not some consolation prize she can come running back to. She cried and told me that she wanted me back a week after she left, but was too prideful to call. I firmly told her no and hung up. Since then, my phone's been blowing up from my friends and family that I'm heartless, that my wife was vulnerable and taken advantage of, and instead of picking up the pieces and helping her, I'm leaving her to fend for herself. Not gonna lie, that message hurt the most. Yeah, I mean, I saw it kind of in the chat comments. This right here just makes me feel like this is rage bait, low key. Like, I saw in the comments, some people were saying like chat GPT and shit. I saw it in chat. Some people were saying that it's like chat GPT. This to me is fucking stupid. Either this is fake or you have the most dog shit friends and family ever. Like, no way they're hearing, oh, your wife cheated on you with another man and wanted to abandon her child, but she was vulnerable and taken advantage of. Wee-woo, you should forgive her. Like, that's not real. There's no way that's real. You have to act, either you're surrounded by the most brain dead people in the world or this is fake. I respect her father a lot, so I heard him out. He wants me to come over for a resolution/intervention this weekend and bring my son. They just want a conversation to hear both sides and see if it really is resolvable. I'm attending, but I'm going to stay firm with my answer. Not all the recent messages have been making me rethink my stance. I just want to make sure I'm not wrong. I just want to make sure I'm not in the wrong before I attend. Yeah, no, I mean... Yeah, I mean, if this is real, not the a-hole, you should definitely not take your wife back. I really like what he said about him not being a consolation prize. Like, if she can't pick you forever and always, whether you're a cook/DoorDash driver or a stay-at-home dad that she fucking recommended, like, that's on her, bro. She made the bed that she's sleeping in, and you need to make her fucking sleep in it. You know? Like, honestly, out of anything, OP, if you can't do this for yourself, do it for your fucking kid. Like, any parent who is like, fuck my kid, I want nothing to do with him, does not deserve to be in that child's life even an ounce. Not even 1% of their life. You, like, that is heinous activity. To create a child and then say, you know what? Nah. Heinous activity. I hope, if this is real, I hope you're taking 50% of her money. Like, I hope you didn't sign a prenup or anything and you're just fucking making her pay eternally for her mistake. And that is the right answer. My dad said he didn't want my brothers and I. Shoot him. In Fortnite. Low-key, they should keep it civil for the kid. Abso-fucking-lutely not, Cassie. No. No way, bro. If I have a kid with a woman and that woman goes, you know what? I don't want this kid anymore. He loves you more. And then she comes crawling back. I'm going to make sure that kid knows damn well that his fucking mommy decided that living a life of luxury was more important than being in her child's life. I'm sorry. There is no keeping it civil. I'm raising that kid being like, yeah, your mom's a piece of shit. She's a piece of shit. That's not how you mother. Like, I think that's so dog shit. There's no, I don't like the keep it civil is keep the peace. Like, if they were co-parenting it, if they were co-parenting the kid, sure, maybe there's some civility to keep there. But she abandoned that child. Absolutely not. Yeah, imagine if she comes back in the kid's life and then changes her mind again. Exactly. Exactly. Y'all, you know what? Sorry, this is a little bit of a tangent, but you know what has been popping up on my Instagram feed lately? The fucking videos of people talking about how expensive their hospital bills were when they gave birth. That shit is insane. That right there is just another fucking reason not to have a kid, bro. I was like, oh my fucking God, that's crazy. That is an insane fucking... Just an insane amount of money. He is very intrigued by all the shit that I have over here. Specifically the plastic. He loves. He's a little fucking plastic rat. Oh. He's like, I'm being perceived. He's like, I'm being perceived. Wee woo, wee woo. Oh, he's back? Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I would love to do some beans time, but I do need to cook through stories. I have not been streaming as much as I should be. Perceived. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. I feel the disturbance of human eyes. Here's the thing, JM. I actually disagree with you. I think no matter what, like you can't, what are you going to do? You're going to have that kid grow up his entire life. What? Are you going to lie to him? Are you going to tell him like, oh, mommy's just like, whatever. Like if you don't set the narrative ahead of time, I think that like, it's like not telling your kids it's like not telling your kid they're adopted until they're 18. I think it's dumb. I think it's you just have to, oh, hi, buddy. You just have to grow up telling them, hey, your mom's a piece of shit and left, but it does not reflect on you as a person. It reflects on her. And the sooner you nail that down and solidify that, the better. Because if you grow up with that kid and then all of a sudden he's like, why don't I have a mommy? You know? And you like dance around it, then they're going to come up to their own conclusions. And typically that conclusion is that mom left because I failed, because I'm the problem. When that's not the case. Mom left because mom is a fucking terrible mom. Sorry, buddy. Oh, no. No. I ruined it, chat. He didn't want the smoke. Buddy. I think he's just too smart, chat. He knows. He's like, oh, no. That's not what we do here. He's like, that's not what we do here. I get my treats now. Okay, fine. We'll give him some treats. We'll give him some treats, guys, but we have to get back to reading, okay? We have to get back to reading because I'm terribly behind. Like, I should have had this shit done. Like, I should have this shit done a while ago, y'all. Hello, Mr. Man. Who are all the membership gifters? Who are they? It was a Modify, Lua, and Sneebo. Yeah, a modified a modified Lua and Sneebo. I'm gonna give 3 treats, 1 from each of y'all, alright? Okay, that's like half of the treat. I want a full treat. Shit. I gotta make an Amazon order after this stream, actually. Okay, you know what? I'll give him that little piece too that I just dropped on the floor. Alrighty, chat. These are from the top membership gifters, Amodify, Lua, and Sneebo. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Thanks. These are from your friends. They just love you so much because you're so silly handsome. Here, buddy. Look at this asshole. Right here. Do you not want trees? Are you playing hard to get right now? Oh, you got it. Oh. Oh, big bites. Big bites. You want another one? This is so funny, y'all. He never used to take treats out of my hands, but now he does. All right, and we got a little piece. Oh, we got 2 little pieces for you right here. I gotta keep dropping it. Here. One more, Mr. Boy. Wait, no, you missed it. Right here. Oh, sorry, buddy. Right here. Y'all, I swear, like, summer spring beans, very different than fall winter beans. I swear to you guys, bro's personality changes when the seasons change. He acts differently, he sleeps differently, he plays differently, he eats treats differently. He also, like, he'll randomly just, like, stop eating his wet food. Like, he'll just, like, oh, you know what, I don't fuck with it anymore. And then I have to, like, not feed him his wet food for a bit and then try it again. You're just so silly. This is my silly, handsome man chat. That's my silly little guy. Hey, what's up, Neve? Yeah. He's kind of such a fucking little weirdo. He's just a little weirdo. But I love him. Alright, guys. It's just me replacing your cat every 6 months. If you found the same looking cat and replaced him every 6 months, that'd be wild. Can't lie, that would be some wild shit, chat. All right, guys, let's keep going. All right. Alrighty, chat. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. All right, we got 86 people in here, y'all, but only 52 likes. Y'all slacking, high key. Y'all slacking. I feel like we get that to 70. Please. Please. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. If you're on Twitch, make sure you're following no matter where you're at. Turn on those post noties. Am I the a-hole for telling my wife we should either... Oh, sorry. Am I the a-hole for telling my wife we either share our lotto winnings or we separate and I get half anyway? Advice needed. My wife and I are extremely fortunate to have won a decent amount of money from lotto recently. It wasn't the top prize, but it was enough to pay off our sizable mortgage and still have some left for vacations. The mortgage was by far our biggest weekly cost, and with that gone, we could both comfortably cut our hours back at work to only school hours and spend some more time with our kids. This was always a daydream we spoke about when we bought lotto tickets. I assumed this is what we would both do. When we got the money and paid off our house, almost everything immediately turned bad. My wife started talking about how amazing it's going to be to finally not have to work anymore. I was blindsided by this. Even with the mortgage gone, we would still have to work at least school hours to keep our current standard of living, and on my salary alone, things would be tight. I asked if she was serious, and she said, of course, it was her ticket and she gets to decide. This is BS because we both bought lotto tickets before, And when we moved in together, we only bought one because two seemed like a waste of money. Okay. I tried to reason with her, say she could use some of the extra to take some unpaid leave here and there, but she needs to keep her job. When I said, if I'm only working school hours, she absolutely flipped and started accusing me of being a gold digger and ruining this for her. How she deserved it after working so much of her life, etc. I asked her for a pause because I was honestly afraid. She's never been like this before. The next few days, we tried to have this conversation again, but she didn't budge an inch. And when she said, well, it doesn't matter now because I'm putting in my notice at work, I lost it and told her I'm not going through with this. If she's not going to share the winnings, which is under both of our names, I'll divorce her and get half through the house and therefore half the winnings anyways. This started another screaming match where she continued to call me a gold digger. Chad, this might be a hot take, but I feel like you can't call someone a gold digger if you won your money. You know? Like, it just... Something about that to me is like, you can't... You just got your money, girl. Like, let's not be throwing around gold digger, okay? I'm absolutely exhausted and lost. I feel like my wife has been replaced by an imposter. I would have preferred not winning if I knew this was going to happen. I'm trying to decide, y'all. I'm trying to decide if the divorce thing is like an unnecessary threat, but like, I actually think it is a necessary threat, you know? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not a huge fan of using divorce as leverage in a marriage, but like, he's kind of cooking, you know? And she clearly, like, this money has clearly brought something out in her that was not previously known to OP. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the closest I would be to like, or this is probably the closest I've been here in terms of like thinking that somebody might be the a-hole, but I do think it's not the a-hole here. You know, like you can't just, if you are married to someone and you win the lottery, it's not I won the lottery, it's we won the lottery. And to be honest, I think the biggest part here is they did not win enough for her to quit her job. You know, like it really is just her being extremely selfish and honestly thinking that this money can put her in a situation that puts her, thinking that this money allows for her to put herself and only herself in a situation that benefits her and actually makes her partner's life harder, you know? So I think OP should reframe it. Like, I don't think you're divorcing her because of the lotto winnings. You're divorcing her because A, she's turned out to be a terrible person, and B, it's extremely cruel and unusual for her to think that those winnings are only hers, and then on top of that, be willing to use those winnings to only benefit herself and not her entire family, especially her spouse. That's what I'm thinking. That's where my brain's at. Here, let me look at because I didn't really give advice there. I do want to see what people are saying in the comments because I genuinely don't know. I actually think divorce might be the move here. But I want to see what you guys are saying. Hey, what's up, kid? Yeah. They suddenly weren't equal and on the same team as soon as she won money. Yeah. No. Nora, when you get married to someone, I think it all technically becomes we won. And that's true too. Both of the names were on the ticket. But also, I just think, like, y'all, if I'm in a marriage and I go to a casino and I win $1,000, it's not I won $1,000. It's me and my Like, honestly, y'all, and this might just be like my brain and how it works, but like, if I'm dating somebody and I win $1,000 or something like that, like, I'm, don't get me wrong, it's still my money, but I'm gonna at least like use that money to benefit my partner, you know? Like, I would put half into like an investment account and then use the other half to like buy myself something nice and then maybe go out to a nice dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really should, in my opinion, it should be like a we one thing, no matter what it is. If you got a raise and this might just be my personal philosophy around marriage. If you get a raise at your job, we got a raise. This is going to benefit both of our lives in a marriage because that's what a fucking marriage means. And if that isn't what a marriage means to you, don't get married. Or get married to somebody who I guess has that same thing, but I think that's a red flag, bro. You know? Like, especially, like I plan on making a decent amount of money in my lifetime. Like, that being said, I plan on it being, like, me and my partner's money. You know? I think that's how you should look at it. That's how you should always look at it. It's our money, comrade. I like that. I like that. Neve! Thank you for resubscribing with Prime, making Daddy Bezos pay. The lottery is a curse. Many people end up miserable or dead after they win properly. A sudden increase of money always brings out the worst in people. Bro, y'all, you know what? I was like thinking about this. I think, because like, okay, I want to do, don't get me wrong, I have to kind of like stack my bag because like I've been doing this for a while, y'all. I've actually never really talked about this. Last year I like almost went broke. Like only me. I was a stubborn entrepreneur and it never was like terrible. It was never bad. It was just like, there were a couple months where I was like, okay, I got like 2 months worth of expenses left and I got to stop. Like, I got to like start buying ramen and cut down some meals and replace them with ramen to make sure that like I don't burn through my money too fast. But yeah, it definitely got a little rough before my YouTube channel started popping off and like my other stuff started popping off a bit. I never really talk about that, but so like I'm like, okay, I got to stack my shit. Like, I worked really hard to get here. I got to make sure I'm at least comfortable, like put on the mask before whatever. But I genuinely, y'all, like I do want to tank my thought process because like a lot of you guys ask me for advice on like finances and things like that. And I've always preached about how there are certain things that like people should learn that like I've learned that I wish I knew when like I was in high school. And I was literally thinking, I was like, oh, I should just like make a free course for you guys. Like, it would cost me $100 a month to host it onto some like website or whatever, and then I just give you guys free resource. Like remember I talked about how I wanted to talk about like helping people, like I don't know how to position it. Like, I want to share the things that I know about finances, making it very clear I'm not a financial advisor by any means, but just I've done the research and I think my knowledge is very good. I would love there to be a free course for people, specifically my audience, for people who are like, oh, I want to learn this thing. And here's this reliable guy who's like done the research. Because I really do think we have an education gap, and that's it. So that's like the cool stuff that I want to do for you guys. Is like, don't get me wrong, I definitely have to kind of focus on myself for like the next year. But after a year of this, I really do want to start investing in you guys and investing in like some nonprofit ideas that I have. Hey, what's up? What's up, Andy? I'm glad you got a gifted membership. Thanks for having good manners. I don't gamble, but I went through a phase of buying extra lives in mobile games. Hey, you know what? It just happened. It just happens, bro. It just happens. Yeah, no, I just think, anyways, circling it back, I think it's just so selfish when you're married. When you're married, I think it has to be an us. I don't think there's very much of an I. It's always a we, you know? Like, if you don't want to be tied to somebody and you don't want to take into consideration their thoughts and feelings about experiences that you go about in your life, like, don't get married. Or I guess get someone who's okay with just being a pushover, but like, I don't know, I would argue that somebody who's a pushover isn't ready to be in a relationship. Me personally. You are sharing a life when you're married. Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Neve. I think gambling is something, it's crazy. I always think about this because like I have a very healthy relationship. I have a healthy relationship. I was thinking about it. I have healthy relationships with gambling, alcohol, Oh my God, there was like a third addictive thing. I was literally thinking about this today, actually. Like I don't know. I think people, pornography. I think like I have healthy relationships with all those things. But a lot of people don't. And that's like something I think about a lot because like, if any of those things, I think pornography makes the most sense to completely get rid of. But I do think gambling is one of those things where like, because there are a lot of people who are super gung-ho about like abolishing gambling. And I'm like, hey, listen, I'm not saying that that's not valid, but if we're going to go after gambling, I think we have to go after alcohol too. Like, I don't understand why people get so mad about like influencers who have to fucking pay their bills, like promoting gambling stuff, because I truly believe if people are going to want to gamble, they're going to gamble. That's just how it works. Similar to like, if people want to drink alcohol, they're going to drink alcohol. And like, for me, I'm like, fine. If you want to go after people for doing gambling ads, that's fine. I don't think I'll ever do one. Really, I don't think that's really something I want to push, nor do I think the audience fit would be good. But I am very pro, like, listen, if we're going to go after gambling, we have to go after alcohol too. Like, I truly believe that. I truly think like it's like a consistency thing for me, you know? I see no point in gambling. That's kind of how I feel too. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm going on a bachelor trip. I'm going to a bachelor party in June, and like we're gonna be right next to a casino. We're gonna go to the casino. We're gonna gamble. I'm looking forward to it because I've never been in a position where I can like actually spend a decent amount of money on gambling and like have fun with it. I always walk in with like $40 and then I'm playing like dollar blackjack or something like that. But like it is fun. Like it's fun if you know how to like do it responsibly and you don't allow the addiction to take over. But a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people cannot do that, and they're not self-aware enough to like figure that out and like minimize it, you know? You know, Dragon, that's a good point. I actually think that might be a religious thing though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it against the Muslim religion? And I'm making a very broad whatever. I'm just assuming you're talking about like the Middle East that we traditionally think about. I'm pretty sure like the Muslim culture, it's like you're not supposed to gamble. But I could be very wrong about that. But like to me, that's the correlation there, not necessarily, you know. Oh my God, horse racing. I do think horse racing sucks. Sorry guys, I should specify that. I think horse racing is incredibly just, I mean, even the horse industry in general is a little. My dad is a gambling addict and my brother's been working in the gambling industry for years now. I mean, I had a neighbor who worked, actually, one of my friends works for Hard Rock doing their social media. Like, here's the thing. I'm like, this is kind of how I think about pornography too, as like, it's always going to be there. Like, I do not foresee, and maybe I'm wrong, but I do not foresee a world where those things don't exist. Alcohol, gambling, porn. So to me, it's like, let's then do more education and awareness around the dangers of these things that like we don't talk about in schools, you know? Like with what I was talking about, y'all, like I think it would be great to have something that's like, hey, here's everything you need to know about pornography in terms of like what an addiction looks like what, you know, like making sure that guys know that like I think the main detriment is guys growing up not knowing that they shouldn't be watching it all the time, and then also that that's real. Like, I think that's the biggest part is guys really need to hammer in, like, early. That shit is not real. Like, and I think that's probably and, like, there are, like, education around, like, there are certain types of porn that are bad. Like, I think that's stuff that, like, 13-year-olds' parents aren't talking to them shit about that shit, you know? Like, it's, oh, what's up, chicken sandwich? Yeah, I just think there's, like, so much more that needs to be done. Honestly, in education, there's so much that needs to be done in education that, like, I don't think it would completely stop alcoholism, gambling addictions, things like that. But I think there needs to be education and open talks in families. Like, for me, y'all, when I went to college, like, I knew alcoholism ran in my family. So when I went to college, I was just that much more aware of it when I was drinking alcohol. Like, why am I drinking this? Am I drinking this to have a good time with my friends, or am I drinking this alone in my dorm? Like, that's when I was like, okay, like drinking alone, not what I'm going to do. Never. Like, now that I'm a little bit more trusted, every once in a while, I'll just like have a little drinky or whatever, like while I'm working or whatever, but it's like very far and few in between. Like, I almost never drink alcohol at this point. So yeah, but I just think it's really, I don't know. I think people who walk around acting as if this stuff is going to completely disappear kind of live in a bubble. But I also think, like, very similar to gun control. Like, I don't think guns are going to completely go away, but we definitely need harsher restrictions, more education, and more funding towards mental health to prevent these kids who become school shooters. Like, all that shit. I don't know. Sorry, I could yap about this all day, bro. I could yap about this shit. What's up, Echo? Welcome to the stream, Echo. And thank you for the resubscribing with Prime. Wow, you've been subscribed for 8 months? Dude, Echo's an OG for real. I appreciate you, Echo. Thank you for your Prime sub, making Daddy Bezos pay. Y'all, check for your Prime subs, all right? Knowledge is power. It really is, y'all. And, like, I also just think, like, this might be really sad for me to say, but I think if you're an adult, the only thing that's going to change your behavior is if something really bad happens. Like, if you're a gambling addict and you lose everything and your family leaves you and you're on the street, that's when gambling addicts seek help. Same with alcoholics, same with porn addicts, like all of them. When you're an adult, it really, you can't be talked about it with it. There's too much denial. There's too much frontal lobe development for you to think that, like, your way is the only way. But I think with kids, that's where we start. Like, teaching these kids, normalizing, like, educating around the nuances of, like, sex and alcoholism and gambling. Like, I just think all of that is so important. And the more, like, we push the like, traditional Christian, like, no sex before marriage, and that's all that you get, the more we're setting people up to, like, be, or like, oh, you never drink before the age of 21. That never happens. You're never supposed to do that. The more that we push that narrative, the more likely that people are going to end up with these bad things. Yes, alcohol is taught as something to be avoided completely forever. No. I think those people that are taught that are the ones that become the alcoholics. 100%. 100%. Like, y'all, I don't use, like, when I'm feeling sad, I don't use alcohol. Because I know that it runs in my blood that, like, I had family members who used it as, like, I don't even know what to call that, but, like, they used that as, like, I had a bad day, something shitty happened to me, I'm just gonna drink it away, and I think that is where everything goes wrong. At my high school, you could be expelled if they found out you looked at porn, even while at school. What the fuck? How the fuck would they know that? Crutch? Yeah, probably crutch. Coping mechanism. I meant more coping mechanism. That's why I meant katana. Yeah, like I said, guys, I think, I don't know, I've talked about this with people. I don't think porn is going anywhere. Like, if you have a son, odds are at some point, like, it happened to me. I was just shown porn randomly at the age of, like, 11 by some kid's older brother that I used to hang out with. Just shown it. And my parents never talked about it. They never talked about it. Honestly, I got lucky. I got lucky that I was able to form opinions and thoughts around porn that was like, huh, like, these are the things. Like, yeah, not only sons too. I think, here's the thing, y'all. I think it's more of a man thing. I do think it is more of a man thing. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it does happen to daughters too. But genuinely, like, guys are more susceptible to it, I think. And especially too, guys are more susceptible to pull out conclusions from porn that lead to them being shitty to women. First thing I watch will show my age. 2 girls, 1 cup. I've still never seen that, Chris, and I'm so fucking thankful that I've never seen that. Bunny, welcome to the stream. Yeah, no, LMNOP. Mine was also traumatic. Not necessarily like terribly where like I'm scarred by it to this day, but it was traumatic in the fact that I did not have the education to handle it, and my parents did not give me the education for me to understand it. And therefore I had to draw my own conclusions, which I did. I think at least I came to the right conclusions, but like I'm not going to set my kids up for that. Like me and my kids are going to talk about it and talk about the nuances, and like I will, like with everything too. I want to tell my kid like this stuff isn't good. Ideally, in a perfect world, if it were up to me, you're not doing this stuff. But we don't live in a perfect world. We don't. And therefore, I would much rather have you educated around it so that when you are underage drinking with your friends, if you underage drink with your friends, if you're smoking weed or whatever that is, that you at least, number one, know what you're getting yourself into and the repercussions of your actions. And then also, I want you to feel comfortable enough to be like, I'm drinking in a sticky situation. I never want my kids to feel like, oh, I can't call my parents right now. I can't call my dad and say, Dad, I'm drinking. I know you don't want me to be, but I'm in a sticky situation. I need you to pick me up. Because I'd much rather have that happen than some bad shit happen, you know? Dude, honestly, it makes me feel so much better that y'all also had like a traumatic first porn experience at 11. Not like, I'm sad that happened to you too, but like I sometimes think that's a unique experience, but it's really not. It's really not. Damn, I got addicted when I was 12. Holy shit. My mom is a very, very open person, so I never discovered porn in a secretive way. It was healthy, and I knew exactly what it was. Pepcane, big W-wubbies for your mom. Like, that's what I want my kids, like, that's what I want my kids to, like, know. Is like, hey, this stuff exists. Like, my mom just operated under the idea that I just never watched it. Which is really dumb. Like, I'm telling you right now, if you have a son, he probably has found porn and is watching it. That's just unfortunately how the world works. Dude, Drake and Ice, that's correct. You guys are correct. I cannot imagine how fucking scarring it would be to find like 2 girls, 1 cup as your first like that shit isn't even porn, y'all. That shit is just disgusting, bottom of the barrel of the internet. Like, yeah, to be honest, Chicken Sandwich, I think it's mainly like the videos that really, you know. No, that's so traumatic. Shatter, welcome to the stream. That is so sad. That's so sad. That would literally be traumatizing. Ketamina, welcome to the stream. Oh my god, bro. The amount of people who 2 girls, 1 cup is the first thing they saw, that is so sad, y'all. Yeah, I don't know, Chicken Sandwich. There's some kinks that I think are fine to shame. Damn, okay, Mossy. Yeah, bro. I think a lot of it too is just better parenting. Better parenting. You guys, please like up the YouTube stream. Please, 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 please. We're at 96 viewers, but only 67 likes. I feel like we can get that to 80, y'all. We could get to 80. I believe in y'all. All right. I believe in all you cuties. Ugh. That was such an aggressive hiccup. Oh my God. Did y'all see my body lurch there? Got shot. Alrighty, guys, like up the stream, okay? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. Am I the a-hole for basically telling my in-laws this is my house? If you don't like my rules, get out. First off, I don't think I was wrong, which has infuriated my girlfriend. I, 25, recently moved in my house. My girlfriend, 27, and I had a little housewarming. Her family, my mother, and a few of our friends. We were eating outdoors, and the kids had their own table. My girlfriend's nephew ate, knocked over a jug of dilute. What is dilute? I don't know what dilute is. Well, what is dilute? Chat, what is dilute? Wee woo. Does anyone know what that is, or are we just all diluted fruit juice? I've just never heard it called that. Thank you, Rebecca. All right. Well, none of us know what dilute is. We're chilling. It's fine. I'm guessing it's like some sort of juice. I was at the table when it happened, and it was clearly an accident. He was very polite and apologized. He was a little upset, but I just laughed it off. His father came over, and I was shocked at how much his father gave out to him. I told him it was only an accident, etc., and he kept going. I felt really guilty for not stopping it. He ran over to the corner of the garden and started crying. His father went back to the table, and he said what happened, and his wife said he deserved that. He should stay there a long time or something along those lines. There was almost a... Y'all, I don't want to say... I know that's not, but like, too close. Is that a word? Y'all, isn't it spelled like S-N-I-C-K-E-R? That shouldn't be a spell. That, wow. It's UK English? Ugh, I don't like that. There was almost a snicker from some of her family. Emphasis on the k. You British people fucking crazy, y'all. What are y'all saying out there? That's wild. Anyway, I went over to the boy a couple minutes later. I gave him a bar of chocolate. He was still crying. He said sorry again. I gave him a high five and taught him this high five I used to do as a kid. Yeah, bro, I mean, sorry, I didn't address it because I was just so thrown off by this. But like, why get mad at a kid for knocking over some juice? Like, it ain't that serious, bro. It ain't that serious. I'm so, like, I don't have a kid. I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm underqualified for this, but I just feel like if he knocks over a drink, it isn't enough to, like, berate the kid. Like, that's how you raise a kid with fucking serious mental issues, is by yelling at them over literally spilt milk. Maybe not milk, whatever dilute is. By yelling at them over spilt dilute, whatever the fuck that is. His mother came over and said, "Do you mind not talking to my son? He needs to think about what he did wrong, and he needs to do that alone." I took her and her husband aside and said, "This is my house. If you want to upset your kid, don't do it here. If you don't like it, get out." I swear the reaction that followed was insane. They went back to the table saying it. My mom said, never holding back, "Didn't I raise a great son?" Sorry, I should reread that. My mom said, in parentheses, never holding back, "Didn't I raise a great son?" He's spot on not to let bullies in his house, which erupted it even more. Damn, I mean, fire, but that mom just, like, threw a grenade into an already burning, already out of control bonfire. My girlfriend spoke to me in private and asked me to apologize to them. I said no. I stand by what I said, and this part I regret a bit. I told her I think less of her for even asking me to apologize. No. Don't regret that. I actually agree with that. If you stand by, listen, this is your partner that you potentially might spend your future with. If your partner is okay with that treatment of a child, how do you think she's going to treat your guys' children? If that's something that you want to do. And also, just in general, how do you think she treats other people? Like, that is just unacceptable treatment. I'll say it. I just think that's unacceptable. A mate of mine and his son kicked ball with the boy and I. He actually gave me a hug. I don't do hugs. At the end of the party and said sorry again. He hugged so tightly for a couple of seconds. Yo, this is a red flag, low key. Like, what are they doing to this kid behind the closed doors? I really could go on about the drama, but in short, her family thought I was wrong. I was getting little digs, etc. My girlfriend's friends came up privately and said I was right to step in. Oh, sorry. My girlfriend's friend came up privately and said I was right to step in. I mean, cool, but also a little cowardly not to be like doing that in front of the family. Like, strength in numbers for sure. My girlfriend is still pushing for me to apologize. I still don't think I did anything wrong. I didn't tell them how to parent, but I told them to leave if that's how they want to parent. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't say this. I'm not sure I'd want a kid with a family like that. Aggro over spilled effing flavored water. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm guessing it's like some sort of like Kool-Aid or like powdered drink of some sort. They did include some common answer to responses. Okay, other people had problems with that word. Okay. Nothing crazy. They just said, agreed what must... Okay, honestly, I've already said all this stuff, so I'm just going to skip it, Loki. Yeah, I mean, I'm going with not the a-hole. I mean, not only is it his house, his rules, but also... I'm actually worried for this kid. Like, if they could do that over something so little in front of other people, like, what are they doing to this kid in general, y'all? Like... Yeah. Yeah, dude, I would be very seriously reconsidering if you want to stay with this girlfriend. Me personally, I think that's big no-no. Sorry, guys, I'm just checking for some updates here on this one and the previous post. Okay, no updates. What are y'all saying? Yeah, British people being British people for real. Yeah. Yeah, mistreatment of children and animals is always a deal breaker. I mean, even just mistreatment of people in general. Like, I do really stand by the server method. Like, how your partner treats a server is very important. Or even just talks about people in general. Like, don't get me wrong, gossip is gossip. But if they're just, like, talking shit about people for existing, I think that's a huge red flag. Or even, too, y'all, hot take. I think people who can't just brush aside like stupid little interact, like, don't get me wrong, I totally understand if like something bad happens. Y'all, I think I got a little bit, because I wore a hat while I ran today. I think I got a little bit of a hat tan right here. That's so funny. That's so fucking funny. Sorry, I got super distracted. I think if people who can't, like, who get mad over every little interaction that they have, I think that's a red flag. Like Like, I think there's something like more deep seated with people who like get mad. Like, yeah, it's just like, don't get me wrong. I understand getting like a little upset at little things here and there, like driving, right? Like if you're driving and someone's doing something stupid, yeah, sure, whatever. But if you like are coming home and like ranting about how some guy like cut you off and like are like getting really like you're allowing that to affect you emotionally to a very high level, I think that's a huge red flag. Huge red flag. Oh, thank you guys for blessing me. What's up, Alana, by the way? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, no, I mean, me too, kid. And every once in a while it's fine. I was talking to this girl like a while back. She would just get mad like y'all, I swear to God, like 80% of our text message interactions were just her sending me paragraphs about how like one person like looked at her wrong. Which, don't get me wrong, men are creepy, don't get me wrong. But like, I just think sometimes like you kind of do have to brush it aside. Like you can't let it like destroy your day, or like how someone cut her off, or how like, God, there was some weird thing about like her shop owner. Sorry, I don't want to like dox this person. She was like working somewhere and these people said that they weren't going to buy water bottles anymore. And I shit you not, she like sent me a fucking novel about how like this dude just deciding he's not going to buy water bottles anymore for the place that she worked like ruined her day. And I was like, I understand that it's annoying, but like getting this mad over it is a little bit of a red flag. I just like, I can't be with somebody who's angry all the time. It would not be compatible. Like, don't get me wrong, I get angry when it makes sense, but at, like my hovering point where I am normally operating is above like right at like happy. Like I'm pretty like, you know what? I'm going to live my life and like be happy when I can, but I still get mad at like the shit that needs to get mad at, right? There are some people who operate at that angry all the time level, and I don't think I fuck with those people very heavily. I think it is a little bit of a red flag. Sounds like my girlfriend now. If you meet a couple assholes in the day, they're probably assholes, but if everyone you meet is an asshole, it's actually you. I think that rings true. Yes, no, 100%, Chris. Like I like to think I'm a very empathetic person, but if I start feeling like, okay, you're like here and you need to be here, I think that's a red flag. Ooh, it's already 7 almost already. God damn. Oh, wow. We're already 2 hours in this stream? Yo, we cooking, chat. We cooking. You guys, hey, thank you guys for 100 viewers on here. I appreciate y'all. If you guys haven't liked up the stream, make sure to do so. Let's keep rocking and rolling, okay, chat? If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. If you're not following on Twitch, make sure to follow. Turn on those post noties no matter where you be streaming from. Am I the a-hole for refusing to do my boyfriend's laundry after he told his mom I don't do anything around the house? So I, 26 female, live with my boyfriend, 28 male. We've been together for 3 years, living together for 1. We both work full-time, but I also cook, clean, do laundry, grocery shop, handle bills, take care of our cat. He'll sometimes take out the trash or wash a dish, but that's about it. I've brought it up before and he says he'll try to do more, but never really follows through. Hey, y'all, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if this is the case with your relationship, you need to get out. That's crazy. Like, if y'all work the same hours, you should be dividing up the chores equally. And if somebody doesn't follow through, you need to take that to heart. You can't just expect that to change. Like, if you've been living with this guy for a year and he never follows through, that is an indicator of how your life is going to be if you marry that person. If you decide to stay with that person into the long term. Last weekend, we visited his parents for dinner. Out of nowhere, his mom says to me, "So what do you actually do around the house?" Boyfriend's name says you're not really the domestic type. I literally just blinked at her. I laughed awkwardly and said, "Well, if not domestic, you mean I do everything, then sure." She didn't even laugh. She looked embarrassed, but didn't say a single word to defend me. She didn't even laugh. He looked embarrassed, but didn't say a word to defend me. On the way home, I asked him what that was about, and he said, "I just mean you don't really enjoy housework." Dude, who does? I was mad. He apologized lightly and said it was just a joke. So I decided to take a little break from his laundry. I stopped doing his clothes completely. Didn't say a word, just folded mine and left his in the basket. A week passed. Then 2. I could see his pile growing. Finally, he asked, "Are you mad again or something? You haven't done my laundry." I just said, "I thought you said I don't do anything around the house, so I figured I'd live up to the label." Now he's saying I'm being petty and immature, and even his mom texted me saying I should let it go already. Yo, if your mother-in-law, or I guess your boyfriend's mother technically, is this involved in your relationship, get the fuck out. Or if she's not, like, "Hey, so I heard my son isn't doing his laundry. I'm coming over to beat the shit out of him." Like, get out of there. Kathy would absolutely demolish me if she knew that I wasn't helping my girlfriend or wife around the house. Unless I was working ungodly hours and it wasn't possible and we had come to some sort of agreement, you should be helping out around the house. Period. Also, do you really want a fucking mother-in-law like this? I have said it before and I'll say it again, chat. When you get married, you are marrying that person and you are marrying their family. Make sure their family is a family you want to marry. I told her I'd be happy to let it go right into the washing machine with the rest of his responsibilities. So am I the a-hole? I mean, girl, the only reason you ain't the a-hole is because you haven't broken up with this little bitch yet. You know, like, it's time for some snip, 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 chop, chop, chop. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, you could just do better. You could find someone who's gonna help you around the house and not go crying to mommy about you not wanting to basically be his mom. Like, girl, you are his mom. He has an Oedipus complex. Yeah, don't be an asshole to yourself. That's what I'm saying. Is he dating her or his mom? Dude, he probably wants to date his mom. Nah, Liz, I think there's no distinction between that. You are marrying the family. Like, you are marrying the family and all the bullshit that comes with that family. Just like when you marry someone, you marry that person and all the bullshit that comes with them, their family is included in that. I don't think there's a distinction. I really don't. It's the same shit. You marry someone and all of a sudden their family problems and their family dynamics become your family dynamics. Yeah, laundry is one of the easiest chores to do. I didn't even think about that. Like, laundry is the one where I'm like, yo, why are you fucking complaining about that? It's literally so fucking easy. Hold on, guys. I forgot. I didn't put down my blanket to soundproof. Give me a second. Oh, baby. Yeah, expecting someone you live with to do everything a partner or parents do is fucking ridiculous. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if I marry a girl who can cook, I would be like, yo, I will forever and always do the dishes so that I don't have to cook because I fucking suck at it. I'm really bad. I'm not good at cooking. That's not my thing. Like, I'll pick up other chores. Like, that's where I'm like, I want my wife to cook for me if she can, not because I want her to be domesticated or anything like that, but genuinely because I suck at it. And, like, also, we would be cooking together, maybe. Like, I'd be helping, too. But, like, I'd be down to take the load of, like, whatever else she thinks is fair for me to not have to cook. You know? Marriage communism. I suck at washing dishes, not gonna lie, so I cook. Hey, there you go. I need to get a wife like that because I love cooking and hate dishes. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I think cooking together is really fun. But, like, also, like, dude, if I could have my meals spawn in front of me, I would. Every single time. That's why DoorDash is so dangerous, y'all. Oh, DoorDash is so dangerous. To be honest, chat, this might be controversial. This might be controversial for me to say. If I could DoorDash Chipotle every single day, I just would. I fucking love Chipotle. I love Chipotle, bro. Or like Chipotle-esque restaurants like Cava. Every once in a while, Blaze Pizza. Like, it's so nice, bro. Oh, yeah, Chris, obviously. If your wife is pregnant, of course you're going to do everything. She produces the child in her body and has to endure the consequences of that, and you make dinner and do laundry and do the dishes. Don't get me wrong, like, she can help out a little bit here and there, but especially towards the end, you should just be catering to wherever you need, I feel like. Oh. Got eye sand, chat. All right, guys. I did not check if this one had an update. Let me check if it has an update. Nothing. All right. We're chilling. We're chilling, chat. We're kind of cooking, too. I say we just keep going. Keep it rocking and rolling. Chat, I feel like we can get to 90 likes on the YouTube. If you haven't liked up the stream, make sure to like it up. If you're on Twitch, make sure you're following, all right? Thank you, chat. Oh my God, I forgot about this one. Am I the a-hole for getting my coworker fired for his repeated visible dick print? I-19 female am interning part-time and we all dress casually. I was alone in a room at my office one morning and my coworker Josh, late 20s, male, came and started chatting with me. When I turned to face him, I could clearly see the outline of his erection. He was wearing thin sweatpants and they left nothing to the imagination. I didn't say anything. After he left, I just went back to work. I ignored it that first time, but it kept happening. Josh would come alone to chat, and each time he was visibly hard and I could see it through his flimsy shorts or sweatpants or thin dress pants. Like, he didn't even act embarrassed or try to hide it. He just stand there like it's nothing. He acts normal around everyone else, and this hasn't happened any other time I've seen him, not with others around, just when it's only us. I mean, y'all, I understand that every once in a while, dudes just be getting boners and you gotta hide that shit. But when it's repeatedly happening and only happening to you, that has to be sexual harassment, sexual assault. I don't even know. Like, that's crazy. Honestly, I hope she records it. Like, I feel like this is one of those crazy situations where you need documentation. Because that's actually fucking crazy work. I didn't bring it up to anyone yet. I just didn't want to appear dramatic and didn't want to make myself a target. Then he started making comments. It's hot out. I had to wear these shorts today. One day, Josh came over and he asked me to come to his apartment nearby over lunch. I politely declined, and as he was leaving, he said, "All right, I've got to go to the bathroom to take care of something. See you around." Girl, you gotta start recording all your conversations with him, because that's fucked. Inviting you over to their apartment and saying that shit, oh my God. Okay, so he said that while glancing down. He clearly had an erection and the outline was clear. That was it for me. I went to HR and reported everything. HR put Josh under review and he ended up being fired with cause. Now some of my coworkers are icing me out. One of my coworkers sarcastically muttered out, "I made sure to wear proper pants today. Didn't want anyone to get any ideas." While I was having lunch near some of them and they laughed. My boss has just been talking to me less and I feel alienated. I just wanted Josh to stop. Am I the a-hole here? Yeah, girl, you gotta get a new job if you're surrounded by these fucking people that aren't like, oh man, this dude was getting a boner around her and then asking her to go to his apartment and also insinuating that he would fucking stroke his shit in the bathroom where you work. Hey man, I would not blame the girl there. I would blame the dude who thinks it's okay to brandish his erection in front of another woman. Not another woman. In front of a woman. In your workplace. Stupid. All of them. Dumb. Fucking brain dead. Yeah, not the a-hole. Get a new job, honey. Get a new job and write a Glassdoor review that was like, not only did I have to put up with this shit, but then I had to put up with people who were not on my side when that shit happened. Ew. Just ew, bro. Oh my God. Also, she's barely a legal age. I didn't even think about that. Holy fuck. Yeah. Yeah, that age gap goes crazy. Late 20s, so like past 25, 26 plus, and they're 19 female. Oh God. Oh yeah, at least it's only an internship. Holy fuck, bro. Chop his dick off. Castration. Legalize castration, chat. All right. Legalize castration ASAP, Rocky. Addy Bear, you should have spilled coffee on his crotch. By the way, Addy, thank you for resubscribing for 1 month at tier 1. Been subscribed for 3 months. I appreciate you. Ellie, welcome to the stream. It could be a paid internship chicken sandwich. I don't know. Yeah, bro. This is just such a brain dead. I don't know. Once again, like, I think it does go around education. Like, make sure dudes know, like, that's not how you hit on women. You compliment them. You ask them out on a nice date. You treat them nice. Like, you don't walk up with a fucking erection. I mean, that's on some, like, Reddit incel shit, for real. Most men confuse me with how much they think is okay to do. No, for real. Say it louder for the people in the back, Bep Kane. For real. All right, chat. Hold on. Let me check if they're... Oh, this one was deleted. Okay. Should we keep checking for a... Or should we keep rocking and rolling here? We got 3 more. Yeah, y'all. I think I'm going to probably end it after the Am I the A-holes. But... Well, actually, tomorrow I might not stream because I'm going to go to... Gender Ghosts' game night, guys. Make sure to be there, all right? I'm going to be there. Okay. Let's keep ripping. Guys, we're 5 likes off of 100 likes on the YouTube. If 5 of you guys who haven't liked the stream could go over and like it, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. If you're on Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on those post noties. Am I the a-hole for bringing a much older guy to Easter dinner after my dad left my mom for someone close to my age? Oh my God. I, 18 female, moved out at 15 when I got into a boarding school abroad. When I was 12, my dad, 45 male, cheated on my mom, 43 female, with a woman, 26 female, who was 20 at the time. They ended up divorcing, and he's been with her ever since. She's only a few years older than me, and for the past few years, she's been at every family holiday. She's clearly only after his money, but he's too stupid and stubborn to understand. This year for Easter, I flew back home and asked a friend of mine, 38 male, to come with me and pretend to be my boyfriend just for a few days at my home. Okay. If it's just solely pretend, I'm actually kind of down for this. If we're just here to fuck with the dad, maybe I can get behind it. As long as no hanky-panky weird shit is happening. That's kind of fucking funny. After dinner, my dad pulled me aside and told me that he felt uncomfortable with the situation. I told him I didn't do anything wrong and that, after him, love has no age. He told me that I ruined everyone's Easter by being selfish and bringing someone his age to dinner. I flew back to school, but now I'm getting messages from a few relatives saying I should apologize to my dad and break up with my boyfriend. I haven't responded. I don't think I'm in the wrong because he's made my life uncomfortable since the moment he cheated on my mom. If they were actually dating, I would maybe be like, you know what? Like, we gotta have another conversation, girl. But if it's for shits and gigs, not real, and you just wanted to fuck with your dad, he deserved it. He deserved it 100%. And honestly, like, as much as he's probably fucking stupid, he probably is at least starting to be like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe, just maybe, I wasn't cooking. Yeah, I'm gonna go with not the a-hole. I mean, you could maybe argue that it's still, like, fucked up for her to pretend or whatever, but I think as long as the pretend is real, it's perfectly fine and honestly funny as fuck. Like, give that bitch a taste of his own medicine. Rules for thee, not for me. Exactly. How do you know that, Dad? Yeah, OP it sounds like OP needs to go no contact with his entire family, bro. Yeah, it's kind of iconic. This is how you two look type shit. Especially if he cheated. Like, honestly, girl, I don't even know why you're still seeing your dad if he cheated like that. Like, fuck your dad. Okay, edit. Seems like many think it's a lie, lol. I would too, but I met my friend in a book club when I moved to the US. I'm from Europe, and he's been a great father figure for me, to be honest. When I had no friends there, he would buy me dinner and actually spend time with me, and he's recently divorced from his sweetheart, so he would have spent Easter alone anyways. Therefore, decided to take him with and show him around. For reference, I didn't say half of the bad things my dad did or the whole story. It wouldn't have been... Oh, I see. For reference, I didn't say half of the bad things my dad did or the whole story. It would have been too long, but trust me, cheating isn't the only thing he did. I know this is immature, people. I know it's extremely immature. Nah, fuck it, bro. No! It's extremely immature of him to cheat on his wife with a 20-year-old at the age of 43. I'm sorry, bro. Like, until this dad proves that he deserves mature actions and reactions from his daughter, which he hasn't, I say the daughter can do whatever the fuck she wants. The daughter's 18. Why are we expecting an 18-year-old... Why are we expecting an 18-year-old to be more mature than a 43-year-old man? Yeah, shut the fuck up. If you're in the comments like, oh, that's immature, just leave. Just leave. You're wrong. I know it's extremely immature of me, but I wanted to show him how it feels. Thanks a lot for the advice, everyone else. Update for Christmas, LOL. Y'all, someone remind me, if you see that Christmas post, send it my way. That's crazy, dude. Yeah. Dude, the dad fucked around and boy did he find out. Yeah, hopefully this 38-year-old isn't trying to do some shit, you know? Hey, welcome to the stream, Isanko. I probably fucking butchered that. Isa? I don't fucking know. I bet he'd be like, but that's different because you female, I male. Yeah, no kidding. It probably is a misogyny thing, low key. Not low key, high key. Highest of keys, some might say. Some might dare say, oh my god, this one has an update. Wow. All right, shall we get an update on this next one? You guys, I'm gonna go take out my contacts. I'm gonna run some ads real quick. I want to just take out my contacts and refill my water real quick. Yeah. I'll come back and then we'll immediately start reading again. Okay, guys? All righty, you guys behave in chat. Okay, I'll be right back. What up, stinky boys and girls? Y'all, I kind of just realized I'm rocking a grout fit today. Technically, this is supposed to be like vintage black, but I'm kind of looking at it. It just blends in with the gray like way too hard. Little grout fit day, you know? You picking up what I'm putting down? Ooh, all right. Vintage equals faded. Yeah, it is pretty faded. What up, Blaziken? It used to be my favorite Pokemon. Although I think it was spelled with an E, right? Blaziken? I think it was Blaziken. Okay. Guys, I think we should just go over here. All right. Am I the a-hole for calling my husband a disgrace after he said my miscarriage ruined his birthday? Advice needed. I miscarried yesterday afternoon around 12 p.m. I've never had a miscarriage before, and this baby was so wished for, so it's all so fresh, and I'm sobbing right now. So I apologize in advance if it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. My husband turned 27 yesterday. I, 26 female, was pregnant with my mom. I, 26 female, was pregnant with mine and my husband's 27 male second child. Yesterday, I was 8 weeks pregnant. The day before yesterday, we saw a beautiful heartbeat flicking on the screen, and today, I'm devastated. I was playing with our 2-year-old when I felt pressure in my lower abdomen. Not long later, I noticed bleeding, and I let my husband know immediately that I had discomfort and bleeding. Before long, I had passed what I believe is the fetus, and I messaged him, I think I lost the baby. I wanted to keep him updated, and I guess he was seeking some kind of emotional support. I wanted to keep him updated, and I guess I was seeking some kind of emotional support. I asked if he could come home, and he said, of course, if it's urgent. If it's urgent, she just said, I think I lost the baby. How is that not urgent? In what world, in what universe is that not urgent? I said, I think it is because the pain and bleeding is getting worse and I'm starting to feel lightheaded, and our 2-year-old is unattended in his playroom right now. We have no friends or family near that I could call who would get to us quicker than he could. I had to clean myself up, crawl downstairs to take paracetamol. I probably fucking butchered that. Make my son his lunch and then put him down for a nap. At this point, my husband still isn't home. He was working approximately 30 minutes away and took closer to 60 minutes to get back. Hours later, when I asked, it was because he'd stopped at Tesco to pick up some beers. Straight to the garbage. Get rid of the whole man. I ended up very poorly, losing a lot of blood, lightheaded, vomiting. I ended up feeling very poorly, losing lots of blood. Sorry, okay, actually, just kidding. I think what they meant is, I ended up very poorly, losing lots of blood, lightheaded, vomiting, etc. And he had to take me to the emergency room. By the time I was discharged, it was almost 8 p.m. Last week, I had said I'd make him his favorite dinner for his birthday, which he reminded me when we were almost home. I said I wasn't feeling up to it, and that whatever takeout he wants is on me. He said, for fuck's sake, under his breath, and then muttered something along the lines of, this bullshit has ruined my birthday. Yeah, dude, because that's the priority right now. He didn't stop to get any takeout. He just drove straight home. He put our son to bed, and I went to bed, and I'm not sure what he did after. I didn't see him this morning as he had already left for work. He's not messaged me all day, and he got home a few hours ago. It's now 8:40 p.m., and he's been giving me silent treatment. I tried to speak to him about an hour or so ago, and he ignored me, and I called him a disgrace. He slammed the bedroom door and locked me out of the bedroom. His mom has since messaged me and said I need to be patient as he's also had a loss. Girl, that does not seem like what he's mad about right now. His loss is that he didn't get to celebrate his birthday when his fucking wife just miscarried their baby. What do you mean he's also had a loss? She didn't ask how I was doing or anything. She didn't ask how I was or anything. He's obviously speaking to his mom, but why isn't he opening up and speaking to me? She said I was harsh. The fuck? I'm sorry, y'all. Don't get me wrong. A miscarriage is traumatic to the father, too. If for some reason he actually is mad and he's just vocalizing it through something else, I guess his birthday. But either way, I think, and maybe this is the inner man hater in me, but I think that the priority is the woman who just pushed, who just had a miscarriage, was bleeding, vomiting, had to go to the hospital, and also, like, passed her fetus out of her vagine, bro. Like, I'm sorry. That you are not the priority, bro. You are not the priority. I'll say it. Like, don't get me wrong, your feelings are important and you should definitely address them. But at that moment, your wife is the one who you cater to. But honestly, y'all, I severely doubt he actually gives a shit about that. I truly think he probably is like, well, this ruined my birthday. Wee woo. Oh no, woe is me, my poor birthday. I'm feeling utterly emotionally neglected right now. My body has been through emotional and physical hell. I understand that my miscarriage came at a fucking inconvenient time for him, as it was his birthday and all. I'm not sure if it's the hormones making me feel crazy, but it's nuts to contemplate divorce. But is it nuts to contemplate divorce? Am I the a-hole for calling him a disgrace? No, girl. Listen, I'm sure this man was exhibiting red flags before. But if these are the only red flags he's exhibiting, I think divorce is totally merited. Like, what is just a childish way? Like it honestly, it hurts me to know that this man has a child, because he in himself is a fucking child. The way that he went about this situation is unacceptable. I know it's hard, and maybe he truly is just deflecting and saying that he's upset about his birthday or whatever. But either way, his actions and the way he's acting is not okay in this situation. I don't think there's any excuse for the absolute assery this man is putting on. And calling this man a child is insulting to children. Hannah, welcome to the stream. You should say wee woo. Wee woo. I need to make a wee woo emote. Like, how will he be supporting his kid through tough times and losses? Exactly. Calling him a disgrace is insult to disgraces. Sorry, I'll plan my miscarriage better next time. No, for real. Like, what was he? What a fucking asshole, bro. No, there shouldn't be a next time, Crystal. Like, she does need to divorce this man. Like, he really did show his true colors. You do not want a partner who's gonna fucking be this much of a little bitch when, like, something serious happens to you. Hey, Heidi, welcome to the stream. Sorry, you kind of came in on a crazy story. Divorce paper. Bum, bum, bum. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. We on that fuck this man. I like Satan better than this man. Yeah, bro. Absolutely diabolical behavior. Y'all, I'm curious about this update. I'm so curious. Please tell me you divorced his fucking bitch ass. All right, we got an update here. Update came 3 days after the original post. I should have clarified in my original post from last week that the way my husband responded was completely out of character for him. He's usually a caring and supportive man and is a good husband and father. The only incident where he's shown any kind of red flags was when I put together an accent chair. I used a screwdriver to attach the legs to the seat, and when he came home from work and saw that I'd done it myself, he jumped on it until it broke to show that I didn't do it properly and that I should have waited for him to come home. That's honestly worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, for him to be acting so caring and supportive, but then 180s and just... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me keep reading, actually. He'd been under lots of stress at work, so I asked him to go to therapy, which he did, instead of pulling the divorce card straight away. We have been together for 7 years in May, and he's the only partner I've ever known. My family all loves him and have accepted him from day one. So, okay, so what I'm getting from this paragraph is he's a loving, caring, supportive man, good husband, good father, but when he endures any kind of stress, he acts like an immature asshole. Honestly, y'all, I like, fucking, I'll say it. I think she should have pulled the divorce card when he did this shit. Like, good for him for going to therapy. Don't get me wrong. But A, clearly this isn't working. And B, I think how you act under stress to your partner says a lot about you as a person. Like, if you get stressed and you take it out on your partner, you're not ready for a relationship. High key hot take. Like, and maybe this is just my perspective on relationships and how they should work, but genuinely, if you get stressed and your response is to treat your partner like shit, there is something wrong with you. Like, you should, when you're stressed, you should go to your partner for relief. You should go to your partner to healthily be able to relieve that stress. If you get stressed and start treating your partner poorly, that is a problem. That is an issue. There is a clear issue there that you need to work on. That might be a hot take, but I think that is red flag behavior personally. Red flag ass behavior. Stress isn't, oh my God, wait, this is actually a good point, Saraden. The stress. Okay, this is funny. The stress isn't the exception. It means he doesn't have the energy to keep his mask up. That's what I'm thinking. Like, if you get stressed and treat your partner and can't, like, treat your partner well, like, don't get me wrong. I understand stress and, like, lashing out, by like yelling at them a little bit or something like that. But if you're stressed and you're fucking cruel to your partner and you're not able to like be like, okay, I'm stressed right now. Like, I just lost my child to a miscarriage, but my wife had to actually go through the process of like pushing a dead fetus out of her body or whatever. And like her, and like bled, vomited, had to be taken to the hospital. If you can't understand that, like, she's the priority and that you need to handle your stress on your own and be there for your partner. And then on top of that as well, his reaction to her, I lost the baby, is just inexcusable. No matter what kind of stress he's going through. I think that's a bad partner. You do not want someone there who's going to treat you like shit when they're stressed. Let's keep going. I also should have clarified, yes, I know he was an a-hole in that scenario. I wasn't questioning that. What I was questioning was whether I took it a step too far in calling him a disgrace. He's going through a lot at work at the moment. It was his birthday. I'd been messaging him and telling him that I'd miscarried his child, and he had to leave work early. And then I called him a disgrace after he'd taken me to the hospital and was responding to the grief in his own way. I think the majority of people said I was not the a-hole in this scenario, and due to his behavior that my insult was justified. Thank you to everyone who reached out and checked in, offered condolences and emotional support. I've read all my messages and tried to read most of the comments. Most of them have been very kind and useful and have helped a lot over the past few days. I had a scan yesterday which confirmed that everything is passed successfully. Some people may remember that I was very worried about retained tissue due to my fever over the weekend. Also, my tonsillitis is fully cleared up, so I'm feeling almost back to normal physically. I left my husband. Me and my son are staying with family in a different part of the country, so we are safe and are managing. My husband did get very angry when I told him that I was leaving him. He tried to stop me from leaving with our son, put hands on me, and threatened to end his life. I mean, bro, this man is just a walking red flag. Like, that was honestly, chat, that was his moment to show remorse and feel sorry for how he was acting. My mom intervened, and like I said, we are safe. I have some time off work now, so I will continue to take time to recover emotionally and plan my next steps. Thank you if you read this far. I doubt there will be any more updates after this. Can we confirm? Okay. Damn, this one did numbers and am I the asshole too? Yeah, no. I mean, I'm glad she left. That chat, that was red flag city. There were so many red flags there. I think she made the right move. Hey, Sammy! Sammy, we got one more story left. Yeah, bro. I mean, y'all, I've gotten in trouble for this, but like, if someone threatens to K-word themselves in a way to manipulate you, you just say, do it and walk out. Listen, don't get me wrong. It's sad. It sucks if they actually were to do it, whatever. But like, putting that on another human being is the highest, worst form of manipulation. Highest form. Yeah, honestly, I mean, you're probably right. Call the cops, but also you should not let them manipulate you like that. That is never something that I think anybody should hold on their conscience, even if they follow through with it, because that is not your responsibility. It is not your responsibility to stay in an abusive situation with somebody who's willing to manipulate you like that. No, there's not. I literally just checked her account, you guys. There's no... This is the last post. The comments... Guys, I don't want to sift through the comments. When he put his hands on me, he actually put his hands around my neck and was choking me, which was what is terrifying. Oh, okay. Yeah. Choking in an abuse situation is the number one indicator they will kill you. Oh. That actually kind of makes sense. Oh, yeah. Hopefully she did call the cops for, like, a record. That'd be good for court stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I understand, like, work being stressful, but I don't think any amount of stress justifies his actions. Like, even just the jumping on the chair. Like, if my partner did that to me, like, that's not only mean, but that's, like, cruel. That's cruel. Like, for you to come home and not just be like, oh, like, babe, you did this wrong. Like, let me show you how to do it so that it, like, you know, if we just leave it how you did it, there's a potential that it could break. Like, let me show you how to do it the right way. Like, that's, I don't know. Yeah. I think, like, healthy reactions to stress aren't taught. Once again, another education thing. Like, I think a lot of people are taught by their parents that when they're under stress, the reaction to that is to, like, be an asshole. When, like, don't get me wrong, like, I understand being an asshole just because you're, like, overstimulated, you're stressed, whatever, but it shouldn't be to a cruel extent. And this one was definitely cruel. Hold on, guys. This is bugging me. This is not... Guys, I gotta mess with my chat box. I kind of want it to be... I want to mess around with it. I want to make it better. You guys, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up right quick, all right, chat? Let's do it. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We passed 100 likes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. If you're not subscribed, but you're on the video, make sure to subscribe. If you're on Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on those post noties. Am I the a-hole for demanding to go through my brother-in-law and his girlfriend's bags if they are staying with us? Background: I have a pretty severe dairy allergy. I break out in hives, struggle to breathe, and have to carry 2 EpiPens with me everywhere. If I get any dairy in my system, I end up in the ER. My in-laws know this, and I've been extremely accommodating since my fiance and I started dating 5 years ago. When we moved in together 2 years ago, we set strict rules for our home because of my allergy. The big one is that no one is allowed to bring anything that contains dairy into our house ever, no matter what. On to the current story. My brother-in-law started dating his girlfriend a year and a half ago. They came to visit us together for the first time a year ago. My fiance made sure my brother-in-law explained my allergy to his girlfriend and our no dairy rule. 2 days into their stay, she bought dairy products and cooked lunch for herself when we weren't home. I ended up in the ER because of cross-contamination. She apologized and explained she hadn't understood how serious my allergy was. We managed to put the situation behind us since both my fiance and I currently have and want to keep a good relationship with my brother-in-law. My fiance made sure my brother-in-law explained my allergy to his girlfriend and our no dairy rule. So what you're telling me is that even though he explained, maybe not well, that he was allergic to dairy and that there was a specific no dairy rule, you're telling me she was either so stupid or so negligent or just didn't give a fuck about the rules that you have set up for your house or your allergy, that she just chose to, oh, oopsie, I didn't understand how bad your allergy was. I don't buy it. I don't think OP should have put the situation behind them. Like, I don't trust this woman. And I would be like telling my fiance, like, yo, you got to tell your brother-in-law to break up. Like, also the brother-in-law is kind of fucking stupid for not like you do that. Like, I'm thinking of my brother-in-law. Like if I started dating a girl and she pulled this shit on my brother-in-law or on my sister, I would be fucking furious. Like, that would be breakup worthy. Of like, you were clearly told not to bring dairy into this household and you did anyways. Like, either I massively fucked up or this person is just an asshole who does not care about other people. The two of them came for a second visit 9 months ago. We had a video call with brother-in-law and his girlfriend before the trip to make sure she understood the severity of my allergy and how serious we are about the no dairy rule. During their second trip, I was taking out the trash and found candy bar wrappers and an empty milkshake container in the guest room trash, the room she was staying in. Even after she saw how serious my allergy is and how I ended up in the ER, she still brought dairy into our house. I confronted her when they got back. She and brother-in-law had a huge fight. Brother-in-law went through her stuff and threw out everything she had with dairy. We kicked out his girlfriend. Brother-in-law stayed for the rest of the planned trip. Damn, okay, so the brother-in-law knows she's a fucking moron. Like, what? Dude, come on. Like, really? You can't find yourself a girl who isn't this fucking idiotic? Brother-in-law and his girlfriend worked out the relationship after the trip and are still together. Since their second trip, brother-in-law has come alone since I don't trust his girlfriend in our house. Well, brother-in-law is planning a new trip to visit us, and his girlfriend wants to come too. At first, we just said no, we don't trust her. But since we know this is important to brother-in-law, we came up with what we believe is a good compromise. She can come and stay at our place, but we will look through her bags every time she comes back to our place. Oh, okay, I see. She can come and stay at our place, but we will look through her bags every time she comes back to our place. And if she doesn't accept that, she can stay at a hotel or stay home. Now, I'm being called an a-hole for treating her like a criminal and that checking her bag is an invasion of privacy. Bitch, you lost the privilege of having privacy when you took dairy into their household 2 separate times when told not to, and after seeing how fucking terrible it was for the guy who owns the house. Absolutely not. What a fucking loser. So am I the a-hole for demanding to go through her bag if she's staying at my house? No, that's your house, bro. Shit, I firmly believe if it's your house and you want to search everybody's bag who comes through your house, like, they can either let you search through their bag or get the fuck out. It's probably a stupid rule, but it's your house, your rules. Can't deny that. Nah, dude. Not the a-hole, and your brother-in-law needs to fucking break up with her. Because that is not... Why? That would be so unattractive, Chad. I don't get it. Like, are you that down bad? Like, the sex better be fucking incredible for you to want to stay with this girl. She better be fucking doing 720 tricks on it, all right? Like... I mean, she did attempt murder. No, actually, though. I think if anybody, I think you need to cut them off and anybody who sides with them. Because that's fucking brutal. Yeah, dude. I think if she had killed OP, wouldn't that have been considered involuntary manslaughter? I think there would be a solid case for that, chat. Like, dead ass? Yes, it would probably. Yeah. I 100% think if OP had, like, even, is there such thing as an attempted involuntary manslaughter? I don't know. Like, I genuinely, like, she dead ass kind of attempted that shit. That's crazy, man. Criminally negligent manslaughter. Coming in on the involuntary manslaughter comment is crazy. Yeah, Grace, you did kind of come in on a crazy line, bro. Okay, chat. Y'all, I'm a little stuffy right now. I'm kind of hungry because my fucking run, I did not get enough food. Chat, tomorrow night, join the Discord, okay? Linked at the top of both the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat. We are doing a game night. I will be there. I actually genuinely, this is kind of Gender Ghost's thing. She loves running these, so I just kind of let her run wild with it. We're going to be doing Murder Mystery 2. I don't know if, is that on Roblox? Let me ask Gender Ghost real quick. Sorry, guys. I don't know if it's a Oh, Gender Ghost is responding right now. I'm asking her if we need to download anything. No, it's just Roblox. Okay. I'm going to ask her to make an announcement on that. Perfect. Okay, guys. Murder Mystery 2 tomorrow on Roblox at, I think she said 7 p.m. Nope, just kidding. Don't, that's the wrong time. Don't. $4 p.m. PST. 4 p.m. PST, all right, chat? I expect to see all y'all there, okay, guys? Come through. It'll be fun. Gender Ghost is going all out for it, and I will be there, all right? Make sure to join up the Discord, all right? That's where it's going to happen. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in to stream. I will see you guys, I think, tomorrow regardless. I think I'll try to go live. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all.